morning. Good morning, you beautiful people of Mzansi. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We are live and in your company for the next 3 hours. It's good. It's Wednesday, huh? The first official week back at work.
Oh, listen, so exciting.
Yeah, of course, to all the primary and high school learners that's going back to school today, I wish you nothing but the best for 2024. I hope you have an incredible year.
Definitely. And this morning, we are also exploring the concept of vision boards. You know, the start of a new year, we love doing vision boards in our household, but how effective are they in reaching our goals and what do they look like? Well, you and myself, we will be giving you the insight into what ours will look like for 2024.
Absolutely. Listen, vision boards have never been really big for me, but they are becoming more important at this stage in my life. So can't wait to unpack that a little bit further and also hear from you. And then you've asked, we've heard your calls, and we are going to give you an answer. Now, you've asked for a fitness routine specifically for senior citizens. And this morning, we are going to be delivering on that. Glenn Hans is going to be taking myself on a bit of a routine that you don't want to miss. So get ready, move things around a little bit, get in your pajamas, doesn't matter, but join us for a little fitness segment a little bit later on.
Definitely do. And finally, we have not stopped. We are not done talking about the Golden Globes just yet. From the Skinner during the event to who wore it best at the red carpet, we have a panel of judges that's going to bring all the judginess, and they are standing by to share their opinions. So it's going to be a jam-packed show.
I feel judginess. I feel judginess.
I can just imagine them ripping some of those outfits to shreds, but I have my favorites, so we'll have to wait to see what they say.
Let's see what there's. We're gearing up for a great show, so stick around right there where you are. And of course, we also want to connect with you on social media. So this is what we want to know from you. We spoke about vision boards, right? So there we have it. Have you created a vision board for your dreams and goals this year? And if so, what would your vision board look like? What would you add to your vision board? Please share with us your voice notes, 0634088863. Include that hashtag Expresso Show. We'd love to hear from you to get a bit of a sense of inspiration and just foster a bit of more positive energy going into 2024, because I truly believe that this is going to be an incredible year. So please send through your comments, send through your voice notes, give us a little bit of inspiration and a taste of what is on your vision boards. We'll take a look at those comments throughout the show this morning. Right now, let's kick off with those official duties and see what's happening in our news headlines.
Dankie Strydom. Let's start off with national headlines. The Department of Basic Education has defended its decision to move away from the practice of releasing matric results in the first week of January. It says this allows the quality assurance body, Umalusi, time to ensure that the final results are of the required quality. The class of 2023 matric results will be announced by Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga tomorrow. The last examination paper was written on the 6th of December. Meanwhile, the Department of Education in Gauteng says it's aware that many parents are dissatisfied with the placement of their children for the new school year. The department's spokesperson, Steve Mapona, says the department will assist concerned parents and soon contact them directly. The Western Cape's Minister of Education, David Mania, says officials work throughout the holiday to have 10 new schools and hundreds of additional classrooms ready for the new year. He appealed to parents to be patient regarding applications for placements. Moving to news beyond our own borders, a suspected Kenyan cult leader is to be charged with murder and terrorism over the deaths of more than 400 people found in mass graves. Paul Mackenzie was arrested in April after the discovery of hundreds of bodies, some of whom were said to have starved themselves to death. Kenyan prosecutors said that he and 94 others would be charged in court in Malindi today. The bodies of 429 people, including children, have been dug up from grave sites in Shakuhola, west of Malindi. Most showed signs of starvation. And a New Zealand MP has resigned following multiple allegations of shoplifting, which police are investigating. Golritz Garaman of the Green Party is alleged to have stolen 3 times from 2 clothing stores. The former UN human rights lawyer who fled Iran made history in 2017 as the first refugee in the country's government. She once held her party's justice portfolio. She said work-related stress made her behave completely out of character and added, and I quote, "I have let a lot of people down and I'm very sorry." And South African comedian Trevor Noah has described as amazing his winning an Emmy Award in the Outstanding Talk Series category for his talk show, The Daily Show. He's the first African and first black person to win an Emmy for an Outstanding Talk Series since the introduction of the category in 2015. The win at the 75th Emmy Awards ceremony in Los Angeles early yesterday morning South African time coincided with Noah's final year on The Daily Show. He's been nominated for the Emmy category 5 times before. His 6th nomination, which he earned in his final season hosting The Daily Show, secured him the win. Media Dynasty drama Succession earned the Best Drama trophy, and The Bear took comedy honors. Well, that's where we leave your morning headlines. Let's take a first look at your sport.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Let's quickly run you through some sporting headlines, starting off with your Wednesday morning. And we start off with some football news. First and foremost, Bafana Bafana's AFCON campaign got off to a rather disappointing start with a 2-0 loss to Group E rivals Mali. Now, despite a rather strong showing in the first half, Bafana Bafana failed to capitalize on chances, including a missed penalty. Now, in the second half, Hamari Traore and Lassine Sinayoko found the net for Mali, securing the victory. Now, next, Mali will face Tunisia on Saturday, while Bafana Bafana takes on Namibia the following day in their next Group E matches. Now, you don't forget you can catch all of the action live on SABC. And right after our first break this morning, we will chat to our Expresso sports producer on more AFCON action. In cricket news this morning, Sunrisers Eastern Cape clinched a thrilling 4-run victory against My Cape Town in their SA20 clash at Newlands. Jordan Herman's superb century powered the Sunrisers to a challenging total of 202 for 2 after opting out to bat. In pursuit, My Cape Town looked set for a win with a 108-run opening partnership between Ryan Rickleton and Rassie van der Dussen. However, Otniel Bartman's impressive bowling, including 3 quick wickets, triggered a mini collapse. Defending 15 in the final over, Sunrisers sealed the win as the hosts finished on 198 for 5. And in rugby news, Welsh rugby union star Louis Rees-Zammit has stunned the sporting world by leaving Gloucester with immediate effect to pursue a career in American football. Now, the 22-year-old, known for his outstanding performances with Gloucester, Wales and the British and Irish Lions, has decided to switch sports and embark on the International Pathway Programme for a potential career in the National Football League. Interesting indeed. And then some tennis news to round it up for us. Carlos Alcaraz returns to his winning ways at the Australian Open. Now, Carlos Alcaraz, returning to the Australian Open after a 2-year absence, secured a convincing victory in the first round against Richard Gasquet. The second-seeded Spaniard faced a rather tough test in the opening set, but emerged victorious with a 7-6, 6-1, 6-2 triumph. Now, next for the world number 2 will be Italian Lorenzo Sonego, and that's in round 2. That's a quick look at your sporting headlines. We'll have another round for you at 7 o'clock. Right now, it's the first taste of your weather. Let's get you prepped in terms of what to wear.
And the SA Weather Service, they have issued an orange level 5 warning, and that is for disruptive rainfall, which may lead to widespread flooding of roads and settlements along the coast and northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Disruptive rainfall is also expected over the western and southern interior of KZN, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, except for the extreme northern parts in Gauteng and the eastern parts of the Northwest and Free State provinces. The Weather Service also warned that extreme high fire danger conditions are expected over the David Kruiper, Kai Garib and the Karreeburg local municipalities of the Northern Cape. Yesterday, a wildfire near Paarl in the Boland was brought under control. Some lanes of the N1 and Old Paarl Road near Klapmuts had to be closed due to dense smoke in the area. Well, that was your weather news. Let's take a look at your sunrise views. This morning, we're kicking it off with Arthur Horn from Florida Keys that shared this spectacular sunrise view. We love it. Enjoy your holiday in Florida Keys. And if you would love to share your morning view with us, do so on our WhatsApp line. That number is 063 408 8863. Let's take a look at your temperatures for today.
it, your weather for your Wednesday morning. Wishing you all a blessed Wednesday ahead. Right now, we're going to take a very quick break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're sitting down with our Expresso sports producer, Lorenzo Durries, as we talk all AFCON action. And he also gives us some insights into Bafana Bafana's match against Mali last night. And then join us for a rather inspirational senior citizens workout with Glenn Hans just after the break. Definitely some takeaway points for you there. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, Mr. Durries in the house. The 34th edition, of course, of the African Cup of Nations is currently underway in the Ivory Coast. 24 teams from across Africa will vie for the ultimate prize in football on the African continent. Terribly exciting. Defending champions, of course, Senegal will look to win it once again. Meanwhile, Bafana Bafana find themselves in Group E against Mali, Namibia and Tunisia. And here to chat about the tournament and last night's match is Expresso sports producer, Mr. Lorenzo Durries. Good morning, my friend.
Morning.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you watched the game last night a little bit, maybe?
I watched it through your eyes. I'll give it to you like that. But
nice.
Listen, dude, it's interesting taking a look at this tournament like this. I mean, we know AFCON, it's a big tournament. Big tournaments always comes with interesting twists and turns, and there's a lot happening so far, my friend. What are you making of AFCON?
Oh, it's one of those things, you know, it's the biggest tournament in Africa when it comes to football. And I think, firstly, European teams need to show it a lot more respect, allowing the players to go and play, not say, cool, we're only going to allow you to leave after 2 matches for your club. I'm not going to mention names, Onana.
Okay, I hear you.
But looking at it at the moment, we're seeing some big teams not coming out and performing with the way, you know, you expect, like in rugby, the Springboks to win every single match. You expect Nigeria to come out and win. You want Cameroon to win, but now you're drawing against certain teams.
That's it.
And then last night we also saw Namibia beating Tunisia, the third-ranked team on the continent. And yeah, it's just one of those things where minnow teams are coming and saying, we're not minnows, we can take you on.
we can take the heat.
And we can take the heat. And it's either that draw, because a draw is like a win for them, you know? And getting that 1 point just makes it so much easier if they can take over. So if their team is 50th, they'll be able to then get a draw against the third-ranked team and then go against the 86th and get the 3 points in the next one.
Fully. And like I said, of course, Senegal looking to win once again. I mean, so far, their performance, what do you think? What are you making of this? Is there a chance that they're going to be coming out on top again for AFCON 2024?
Yeah, they are showing us some flames at the moment. Kamara in the team.
High hopes going into the match last night, but then what happened?
Yeah, you know, you go through a year of school and the D student starts getting a B and you're like, this boy is going to make it. And then come the exams, something just doesn't, you know.
Yeah, the focus shifts maybe.
Yeah, the maths is not mathing over there, you know, if I can put it like that. And the first half, we were exceptional. I think that game, man,
it's a serious game. Look, I'm not saying it's not, but I mean, there needs to be that cohesive team around it. We don't feel that when they are on the field.
No. At the moment, with what I saw last night, the first half, a little bit of it. Second half, not so much. We were just on the back foot all the time. We looked so uncomfortable. And I'm like, these are professionals, you know. So they need to go back. They need to sit down. They need to look at what did not go right, but they also look at the positives of it and take something from that.
Look, like you said, there's a lot of pressure on that field, that's for sure. But I think it's also important once you are rocked, like Bafana was last night, there was a little bit of excitement, like I said, in the beginning. They did have that little tea moment going on, but once they rocked, you know, it feels that everything crumbles. And I think that's the point where you need to make the decision to say, hey, you know, we are this team and we just need to play our style of soccer. Listen, let's quickly take a look at that results once again. Lorenzo, here we are. We bring it there. We see Tunisia and Namibia there, 0-1. Namibia doing very, very well in that match. And there we have Ghana going on Cape Verde.
Yeah, Cape Verde, also a small team coming out as well. Like I said, the minnows are showing what they are worth, and I think this is going to be a tournament of upsets to a certain extent. We saw the likes of Egypt also struggling at the end of the day with Mo Salah having to come out and actually save them and come from behind to get a 2-2 draw. But this is going to be a tournament where we're going to see some rising stars from the African continent put their hand up and say Europe, South America, North America, that's now blossoming with Messi there. We can also be, you know, international stars, and we're not just a third world continent.
Exactly. We can hold our own when it comes to the best, my friend.
Definitely.
Mr. Darius, thank you very much for the roundup. I know that you're going to still have a lot to say going forward in this tournament. Appreciate that. But come on, you know, let's keep supporting Bafana Bafana in this tournament and see what can be done.
Oh, baie dankie, Strydom. Well, listen, we listen to what you have to say. You asked and we are answering. So join us for an invigorating journey into fitness, and this time tailored for senior adults. Now, embrace a healthier, happier you, regardless of your age. And here to take us through this exciting routine, we have Glenn. He's a fitness instructor and the founder of Funny Hanover Park. He's also joined by some lovely ladies. We have Amelia, Heather, Mandy, and right behind me, Colleen, and they are super excited. Glenn, it's great having you here.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
I have to respect my elders, so Strydom is actually going to take one for the team. It is for senior adults, and between the two of us, that's you.
Good to see you.
Likewise.
All right, so I'm looking forward to this because, I mean, just to get that insight, I think there's a lot of people out there, especially our senior citizens, not sure exactly how to engage in a fitness routine. Do they want to kick off, and what's the first step? So I'm glad you are here to show us the ropes a little bit.
Yeah, okay, the first step is basically you just need to get up and do something. That's the first step. And follow and do what you can do.
Yes.
Yeah, you in a race of your own. You're in no competition. So do what you can do just to keep healthy and fit. Yeah?
And I would also imagine, I mean, there would be a big part on flexibility.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that is one of the things I think that, especially as we get older, that is the first thing that goes. It is that flexibility.
Definitely.
So definitely that's also, I guess, worked into your workouts. But let's not chat too much and let's get into this workout.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, what are we doing first, my friend?
Okay, so first of all, we're just gonna go. Gonna move over, bring your whole body,
So
this
see.
Is, so I have to work, and then we're gonna go, So we're just getting into a rhythm, from the top. Let's go. 5,
here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, and then we go in the middle. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice, really feeling that stress across the body.
8, and now we go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now it gets your breath because we're working with seniors, working with people that is a bit, just take it easy. You don't force yourself, right? And now we're gonna work our legs a bit. So we're gonna go with the right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you see what I love about this? It's
6,
low impact.
7, and 8.
And it's a great way to get the
2,
heart rate going.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to the back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we march again. 1,
Nice.
2,
I like that.
3,
and it's also very
4,
important, I mean, you
5,
would know to have
6,
that whilst you do the
7,
exercises, have that
and 8.
mind-muscle
1,
connection to
2,
what you're working.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to focus on the heart rate we're just talking about, right? So we're
Yes.
going to take it up one tempo. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes. 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 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Now we march it out. 1,
Nice, nice.
3,
How's that feeling,
4,
ladies?
5, 6,
You're like you're
7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now go high knees. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2,
Nice.
3,
You can feel that heart
4,
rate coming through.
5, 6, 7, and 8. Hamstrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Nice.
and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now walk it out. 1,
Nice.
2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to do some running on the spot. Let's go. 1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3,
I hope
4,
you guys are joining in at home.
5, 6,
Having a
7,
ball.
and 8. Let's walk it out. 1,
Nice.
2, 3,
How's the
4,
heart rate, ladies?
5, 6,
It's good, I
7,
like it.
and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Upper arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we just go to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now it's 1, 2,
That's it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To the back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's march it out. 1.
That's it.
2,
Thank you very
3,
much. Ladies, thank you for waking up so
6,
early, coming to
7,
inspire
and 8.
Mzansi
Yeah,
with
so
the
this is what
workout.
we do. Just keeping fit on your own pace, on your
like
own,
it.
on your own. We're just trying to make sure that the heart rate is pumping, making
That's
sure
it.
that the blood is flowing, and making sure that you are focused and just make an impact in your life. Yeah.
Len,
So
thank
that
you
is
very
basically
much.
what we
Thank
do.
you very, very much. We're not done. Len is staying with us. We have another round of fitness for our senior workouts here this
right.
morning. Stick around with us, my brother. That was awesome. Ladies, thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you just now.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ewan. Well, listen, we are, I think, after that workout, we need to really focus with what we can replenish our body with. And that means we have the Culinary hotline bling. They are here. We have Chef Clem and Chef Lila. They are here and they're going to be doing the Culinary hotline. So if you have any culinary conundrums, they are ready to sort them out. So give us a call on 063-408-8863. And then we're going to keep to the foodie theme. We also have a delicious little challenge between myself and Ewan and packing the perfect lunchbox. So that and a whole lot more still on its way.
Only you can make my day.
I can. Hi. You in the way that people try to talk to me now? You... I can hear later talking to you guys. I'm checking you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome to the kitchen on the super fine Wednesday. And welcome to the Culinary Hotline Bling! It's January and this group sounds still like they're still stuck in December. I said it's a Culinary Hotline Bling! Much better, much better. So this morning, very special treat for you all. We're introducing a brand new chef into our kitchen, someone who has South Africa on a tasty chokehold for real. The content is so phenomenal. Chef Lila's in, I'm calling Chef Lila. Chef Lila in the kitchen!
Thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
Okay, tasty bites, right?
The big tasty bites, yes,
Big, gotta get it
correct.
right.
Yeah,
It's the
you gotta
big
get it
tasty
right.
bite is in the kitchen today. We're so happy to have you here this morning. We're gonna have a little intro with you in a second. Now, South Africa, we need you to get involved this morning. You know the Culinary Hotline is all about you as well, so we need to get those WhatsApps coming through, and that magical number is 063-408-8863. And I wanna know, any questions? What was the most culinary amazing thing you had over the festive season? What are your new food resolutions for 2024? Do you have any questions for our chef in the kitchen today? Voice notes, WhatsApp, send it all through. We are looking forward to it now.
Someone know.
I want to cook, but can we do like a rapid fire question thing first?
Yeah, sure. Hit it.
Nice. Okay, so got some questions for you. And it's all about just trying to find out more about you. It's your first time in the kitchen, and we're looking forward to having you in the kitchen throughout the year. So here we go. Okay, first question. If you had one spice in your cupboard, just one, and I don't think you can count pepper or salt, there's not any spice. One spice in your cupboard that you can use for everything, what is that?
For everything, I would probably go with, I would probably say cumin.
Cumin?
Yeah,
Ah,
I'm a good
yes,
sucker for
actually.
cumin. Yeah.
Yes. If you were stuck on an island, what's one ingredient that you take with you?
One ingredient?
Yeah.
Oh, garlic. All the way.
At least you know there's been no vampires on the island. Okay, cool, like that one. Next one, summer food, first winter food. And I don't know how you're gonna decide, because I don't have an answer for this one.
I would go with winter food.
Winter
I love
food.
warm and hearty meals.
Yes.
It's just my game, yeah.
Eat out or eat in?
Eat in, of course.
That's
I've
what
got
we
the
do.
skills,
Of
baby.
course, that's what we do. Early bird or night owl?
Oh, I would say night owl.
Okay, agreed. Tea or coffee?
Coffee. Coffee, dear and
You know
dear.
I don't know what's going on. 2024, I think my answer's tea.
No.
I mean, I know, and I work on a breakfast
Quite
show.
sophisticated.
What's happening? I don't know. Now let's start cooking. Okay, by the way, you passed the test.
Bye, donkey.
You can stay.
I
You
was
can
quite
stay.
stressed about that. I was like going through a lot of questions there in my mind. I was like, okay. So
What are we making? Yeah.
So we are starting off with a green and herby pasta salad, obviously with it being the new year. I think a lot of us are quite health conscious and wanting to just kick off the new year with a good start. So that for me doesn't mean that I'm not going to be eating any carbs. It just means that you have a bit more of a healthy approach to it. So what we're going to do is we are going to be chopping up our green peppers. And then you are going to be just starting with a basic vinaigrette there.
Ah, I got the easy job.
You got the easy job, which is
Okay.
nice. If you have any more questions for me or you have anything vrae, jy mag
any
gerus
questions?
voortgaan.
I love it. Actually, I do have any questions for you. So, when it comes to your dressings, and this is something that I made a lot of. We cooked a lot over the festive season, a lot,
Yes.
and I went through a lot of salad dressing, and I made a lot of it.
Yes.
So, I'm wondering, when you do salads, do you buy or do you make your dressing?
It really depends on how much is required of me during whatever meal I'm making and for how many people. Like, obviously, a salad dressing is quite a simple, thing to make.
But I feel like people get it wrong sometimes.
Yeah, because the balance is so important. You
So,
have to have
okay,
the
what is-
acidity, you have to have that sweetness, you have to have that beautiful oiliness. So it's really important to really just
It
make
is.
sure.
So, talking about the balance, in here for
Yes.
your acidity, I've got red wine vinegar.
Correct? Yeah.
We're
so-
going to Dijon. Dijon
Correct.
mustard.
Yes. And then you've got the acidity, you've got, mustard with, really just gives that salad dressing that pop that you need and also helps to emulsify it. And then olijfolie, like olive oil. I should probably have said that I would take olive oil as an ingredient to my island.
My thing is coconut. Like the actual coconut, the whole thing, because you can use the fibers for clothes,
Yes.
right? You can use the actual shell for
I love
a
how you
bowl.
actually thought about this.
Listen,
Now I
I
feel
had
like I really
time-
should have done a better job.
I had time over the festive season. I've answered all life's questions. I've got an answer for everything. You can use the flesh, you can use the water. you can start a little, like a
She's
whole
so
economy.
knowledgeable about coconuts.
It's my speciality. Okay, cool. So olive oil goes in, salt and pepper, and then we're not going to go with a sweet element of this, but I'm guessing it's because you're working with such like vibrant, sweet, fresh vegetables,
Yes.
like your petit pois, which I really, really love. And peas for me are amazing. When I do end up cooking with peas or using them in a salad, I find that I actually don't add a lot of sweetness to the dressings because they're quite sweet on their own.
Exactly.
Especially these ones. They have a fancy name, a petit pois.
Petit
Petit just
pois.
means like baby, petite, tiny little peas. Okay, so that's there. Dressing's looking good.
Okay, great. So now we're going to also be cutting these green olives. So I like the element that the green olives also add to this fresh pasta salad. So we've got the sweetness from the peas, we've got the herbiness from the basil and the dill, we've got our finely chopped red onion, and then the vinaigrettes with our charred green pepper. So that's really nice for me personally. So you can use whatever pepper you obviously like. You can use whatever herbs you'd like. Yeah, so just really adds like a nice freshness to
Do you want the sliced chopped? How would you like
any
it?
else asseblief.
Net near the middle, like this. Look at me be the most dangerous thing. Did you see that? Do you want to go around the equator or do you want to go north to south?
North to south.
There we go. There we go. Tell me about the inspiration. Okay, first of all, your social media accounts, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikTok, is amazing. You can literally sit there and binge watch it from your first video you've ever made all the way to the top. Where does the inspiration come from? Because, I mean, it's fresh, it's vibrant. It was like, we didn't have to say, we suggest a recipe. We knew whatever you were going to send through was going to be amazing.
I
How do you
appreciate
get that so inspired and where does it come from?
Well, it really all originates from my mother. Like the way that she cooked really for me was she really celebrated whatever she was cooking at the time, whether it was very extravagant or it was very like basic meals, like meals on a budget. She really just knew how to celebrate specific ingredients. And yeah, she just helped me fall in love with food from a young age. I wasn't allowed to be a picky eater. So whatever was served to me, yeah, with my eet lila. And yeah, so I just actually really appreciate that from my mother's side. So that helped me to really think about food and like get excited about it and like not be limited by it. And that's how I discovered being creative in the kitchen. Like, you know, me and my mom cooking in the kitchen and her guiding me. And yeah, just through that was just how I found my love for food. So when I create my content, I really just, like, I look at my videos and I'm like, oh, Jana Lila, dit like nou lekker.
But I mean,
And
you
that is
have
what
to, though.
That's
You
what I like
must.
about it, yeah.
And it is delicious. South Africa, if you haven't checked out the account here, tell them what, so it's The Big Tasty Pie.
The Big Tasty
on
Pie.
TikTok and Instagram.
And Instagram. So on TikTok, I was unfortunately a bit late to the game when it came to TikTok. So I'm Lila Larry on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And then the Big Tasty Bites on Instagram. But yeah, so my food content's pretty much everything and anything. I love eating in moderation and enjoying everything, like I just said.
So you're an adventurous eater, so like
100%.
try everything once.
Yes, yes,
Almost
yes.
everything.
Yeah,
You do-
amper,
okay.
yeah.
There we go. Do you have a new food philosophy for 2024? Or just something you want to add more or take out of your diet or just experiment with?
Well, I think it's going to sound quite pretentious probably, but I think it's because the person gets older, you really start realizing like, oh my gosh, I must take responsibility for what I put in my body. So I think that is probably my mission at the moment.
I think Leela mentioned that because I just mentioned this morning, I now officially have 7 gray hairs on my chin.
Seven, eh? Exactly.
And I'm only 23. What's up with that? I don't know.
Yo, I'm gullible for a
why the
moment.
cameraman laughing? What?
I believed you for a moment. I was like, wait, whoa, maths.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to come back a little later and see the final result. But can you talk us through? Oh no, actually, let's put it together because it looks like it's all ready to
Perfect.
go.
Would you mind just chopping this finely for me? I would
Of
appreciate
course. And like a nice rough chop?
that. 2/3 can be fine, and then the last third can be rough.
Yes,
And the
chef.
same with the dough, please. Thank you so
We
much.
just went back to school. Today is officially the first day back of school and you're hitting me with fractions.
And I was just talking about maths, so I was like, whew.
Okay, so you said 2/3 quite chunky and 1/3 fine.
The other way around.
Other way around,
Hey,
chef.
sorry, I'm actually putting you to work now. I do feel
No,
bad.
no. Love it, love it. Okay.
Okay, so now we're just going to add all the ingredients together. Sweet peas, your pasta.
What I love is, in my ear, and you can't hear this at home, we have our producer saying, you have 30 seconds left.
Oh my
But
gosh.
in like a challenging voice. Now you know it's going to go down. So now I think we've got 20 seconds. Let's go, Lila. You got this. You got this.
Let's go.
So the sweet red onions go in with our petit pois, and you've gone for the screwy pasta. Can I go in with basil?
Yes, you can.
In
Thanks
with
so
basil.
much.
We've got dill. Would you like it like a little rough chop on that?
Yes, please, I will.
Cool. And what else are we missing then? Then it's the feta. How do you do the feta? Do you crumble, cut into squares?
I crumble them.
Can I crumble for you?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, cool. We are almost there. We're almost there. It's happening.
Oh, I see. We really have to.
We are doing this. We are doing this. Nice crumble. And I'm going to keep some for the garnish at the top.
Oh, no, this way.
And the peppers go in. Do you top it with it or mix it through as well?
I'm going to mix it through as well.
Let's
so
go.
If you bring that, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to plate this up, and we are going to garnish it as well. So when we come back in a little bit, you're going to see the final result. It's smelling so good. South Africa, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Culinary Hotline Bling! Ting, ting, ting!
Yes,
Oh,
please.
darn,
Thank you
pepperoni
very
darn.
much, Chef Clem. We will be back with another culinary hotline for you in just a couple of moments. But right now, Mzansi, get ready for the sweetest competition of the year, thanks to Bayers. Now, you stand a chance to win a dream getaway to the city of love, Paris.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Now, what you need to do is purchase any sweetie pie, keep your till slip, and scan the QR code in store or online to complete the entry form. One entry per till slip, and the competition will close on the 12th of February, just in time for Valentine's Day. There are some T's and C's that apply. I mean, oh, can you just imagine a trip with your wife to Paris?
Oh, the city of love, walking the streets, doing the touristy things like the Eiffel Tower, sipping a cappuccino and eating a baguette.
A baguette.
And a croissant
A
for
croissant.
breakfast. I mean, listen, I've never been to Paris before. I've never been to Paris. One of the cities, and I heard from everyone that was there, it is one of the most incredible cities to go visit.
Oh, so get those entries in, and all the best of luck to you. Well, we are taking the quickest of breaks, and I feel like I need luck here because it's going to be Ewan versus Zoe in a little back-to-school lunchbox challenge. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, look, we'll see how that goes down because my wife normally packs the lunch boxes for the kids, so I normally stay out of the way. But we're also going to be gearing up for our round 2 of our senior workout with Glenn Hans. We had such a great round 1 earlier on, so get involved. We're going to be back with him and our lovely ladies from Hanover Park in just a bit.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3. And yes, we're about to put some emphasis on the almighty lunchbox. Now, the kids love it, but mom and dad can often dread it because they have to keep it exciting and it's not always easy. So today, I have challenged myself and Ewan, and we are up for a bit of a fun challenge. And we will have 1 minute to have access to an open pantry courtesy of Clover to pack a fun lunchbox. But it needs to be creative and nutritious, and you, the viewer at home, will be able to vote for the winner. Now, Ewan, I know you said normally your wife likes to pack the lunchbox.
Yeah, and she's brilliant at it. I know that she's probably busy preparing lunchboxes right now. So the pressure's on. That's it, the pressure's on.
The pressure is on. Well, I personally, at the start of a new year, I always like to spoil myself with a new lunchbox. So last year, this was actually my exact lunchbox. It's really cute because it's got the little compartments. You can really, you know, if you're going to put little things in, it won't roll around. So by the time you open your lunchbox,
then everything is like a sly.
Yes, yes. So are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, well, we mentioned we have a really cool pantry, and courtesy of Clover, we've been given a selection of their cheeses, their yogurts, the go nuts, peanut butter, and drinks, and then also a selection of fresh breads, crackers, and fruits. So this is what we have to play with. I feel like a minute is not enough.
I feel like we need like 10.
Maybe 2 minutes. Okay, well, let's see if we can arrange 2 minutes.
Okay.
So 3, 2, 1, we have to start, right?
Yes. Are you counting it then?
Well, I think both of us maybe head to the pantry and grab what we would like, because I personally would love some butter.
Yes.
Some cheese.
I'm good with some cheese.
And I'll come back and fetch my little drink. I like chocolate.
Look at you.
There we
can
go.
I share your butter?
We can share the big butter, which is incredible.
Okay.
So in 3, 2, 1, we officially begin.
Okay, here we go.
So Strydom, I want to do something different that I saw. So I would ask them for a rolling pin, and they don't have one.
I'm sure there's a rolling pin around somewhere.
There's a rolling pin. I just wanted to like try something different. Okay.
Yeah?
I'm going to cut off the crusts.
Okay.
See, this is what happens when you watch TikTok videos and you get inspired.
Ah, I see now.
Okay, that's why I asked for extra time.
Okay, come here. You got a plan, Zoe. You got a plan.
I've got a plan for the lunchbox.
I like it. I like it.
Got a plan. Okay. We want some yummy butter.
Jeez, I'm going at a steady pace here, but I need to remind myself that it's an actual competition.
It is a competition. There we go. Butter, easily spread. Love a little piece of salami. And then maybe can I use some of your cheese that's already open?
Go for it.
Love
Go
that we
for
get
it.
to share. Okay. Oh, they're gonna have to give us more time.
This is challenging. But I mean, you gotta take into account the fact that when we get ready for school in the mornings, the pressure's on. You need to go. You can't.
You need to pack your lunch the night before.
Yeah, this is also true.
And I think if you keep, you know, with great ingredients like this, you can really keep it exciting every single day. It doesn't have to be the same sandwich.
No.
Doesn't have to be the same sandwich. There we go.
And
So
some
I'm making
biltong.
little rolls. They're giving us extra time to pack, so I'm going to be strategic.
I like it.
here.
I like it. I like it.
Okay. 20 seconds. How is
This
that
is
possible?
crazy.
Okay. I have little fruity rolls, like sandwich
there we
little
go.
bready rolls. I love grapes.
So do I.
More grapes. Okay, they did say they're going to give us time to pack, so this counts as the packing. Some grapes,
I'm done.
some biltong. But you can pack it. They say that we can pack
Oh,
it. So there's a loophole.
I'm done. I've
There's
packed
a
it.
loophole. Some protein,
I feel this is unfair.
some dried fruit. Okay,
Okay. Are you now done?
finally ready.
Look at you. Look at you. Okay. So,
Go through
should I
yours.
take you through my lunchbox?
Yes, please.
What are you doing?
I'm still packing.
You're not allowed to.
She said I can.
What is... It's unfair. Okay, so I went for, because what is important, you know, especially with me having growing boys, you need that protein in there to keep them fuller for longer, to support the muscles and all the activities that they do at school. Brain function, you want to make sure everything is there. So I've got some lovely little cocktail sausages in there. Biltong, always great for a lunchbox. I love it. Some high fiber. What do you call these breads?
Sandwich thins.
The sandwich thins. They're high fiber. They're going to keep you fuller for longer, filled with some salami and cheese, and then you got to have some fruit options as well. So I've got some dried apricot here. I've got some grapes on there, something to drink. I've got a nice little orange juice and a peach for the side.
Oh, yummy.
Yes.
It's so well balanced.
So what do you think?
I think that's amazing.
Okay.
I think for me, I just want it to be something different other than having the normal sandwich with the normal bread.
I see you made little mini blocks in there.
I made little roll-ups. So there's like it's like a little Swiss roll for your bread.
Look at that.
So little roll-ups. So it's got cheese and ham and of course a little bit of butchero. And then I also just separated the fruits from the meat. So I love snacking on biltong and little cocktail sausages, some grapes. I didn't add too many of the preserved fruit, the dried out fruit.
You don't want to add too much.
Too much sugar, but then obviously there's also something yummy about just snacking on a block of cheese. And I went for a yummy calcium-rich chocolate medium milkshake.
Oh, I like that. But I mean, with so many different options, especially from Clover coming through, you can really elevate your lunchbox. And then you can just also, what I would do is add a little note in there as a surprise. Hey, my boy, hey, my girl, have a beautiful day at school. Mommy, daddy loves you.
Oh, see, that's why he is the parent between the two of us. I'm going to send you off. Go get ready for some more fitness.
Are we not? Is this not about announcing a winner?
No, the viewers need to vote. They need to vote. We'll announce the winner later. How does that sound?
Sounds great for me.
So why don't you head on over to our social media pages, vote for the lunchbox you would love to have. Would you like to have Ewan's for lunch today or perhaps mine? The option is completely yours. And you can also get your pantry stocked up with all of these staples from Clover so that you can make your next lunchbox way better and way more exciting so that the kids can love it.
Thank you very much, Zoe, and looking forward to you at home, comments on our lunchboxes. Now, it might look that I am seriously chilling right now, but we are not. We're gearing up for a lovely workout. It's round 2 of our senior workout with Glenn Hunt and our lovely ladies from Hanover Park. Glenn, thank you very much. Welcome back, my friend.
Yes.
Look, it was a great workout earlier on, and I could feel the heart rate going. It's all about getting the body moving, and that is important, especially you. I saw you did also in the previous workout some stretches and that, but I want to quickly touch on your work in Hanover Park. What is it that you bring in? Why did you decide to bring that focus, especially with regards to fitness for our senior citizens?
It was in COVID in 2020 when I lost my job and everything just went sour, I think, for the whole world. And I was quite depressed. But before 2019, I discovered a love for running, and I started running at Rondebosch Common, and I was one of the top runners there. And then I look at my community, then I saw an open space, and I started running there. And my desire just want to make people aware about the goodness of being fit, you know, the joy, how your mind can be at ease when you do health and fitness. And so I started running in the community, and people seeing that I was very consistent in it. And today, 4 years later, we are about 100 members doing health and fitness in Hanover Park.
Yeah, just also overcoming the challenges also faced in the area, you know, and getting people out and moving and active, because we know that being active also promotes a positive mindset as well, which is great. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into our workout.
Let's do this.
So you've got some chairs this time around.
So we're going to start with our right leg. We're just going to do some...
Please, join in at home as well.
Get yourself a chair, be comfortable. We're going to start with our right leg first. So what we're going to do is like we're going to put our arm, right? And we're going to bring it back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Getting some
6,
hip and knee mobility.
7,
yes.
And 8. Let's go over. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. In the middle. And now what we're going to do is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now you're going to open. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. 4. Yes. 5. Let's go. 6, 7, 8. 8 more. Let's go. And 1.
Nice. I like that.
2. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're gonna get up, we're gonna go behind our chair. We're gonna do some workouts behind our chair. So we're gonna stand, and we're just gonna march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're gonna lift our right leg. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're gonna lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right leg, we're gonna swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're gonna do some mountain climbing. So we're gonna go to the back of the chair and we're gonna run. Just go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The heart rate must go up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna bring our right leg across. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 5. Let's go. 6. Yes. 7 and 8. 8 more. Let's go. 1. Yes.
Nice,
2.
my friend. Here we go.
3.
Whilst we're doing this,
4,
just before we wrap
5,
up, my friend,
6.
how do people get in touch with
7
you?
and 8. Yeah, so we're on social media, Facebook, TikTok. We're also on Instagram. That is basically what we, in all the social platforms you can find us. And also, you can contact me directly by my phone number as well. And our club is absolutely free. We're just creating a safe space in a Nova Park as we're living in a high-risk community. So we are here to make an impact in people's lives and to tell them there is people like us making an impact in Nova Park.
And you're making a big impact, and I think, my friend Glenn, thank you very much for coming through. I think I needed this morning. I really did.
All right.
Getting into the new year, just getting the body moving. Don't stop, don't stop. We're going to carry on.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for all the work that you're doing. Thank you for coming through.
It's a pleasure.
And showing us all these incredible exercises. That was refreshing, to say the least.
Thank you. Let's go. So for the last time, let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, let's go.
Well, listen,
3,
while they are busy in the background, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we have Lila in studio, the creator behind the account, The Big Tasty Bite, and she's going to share her favorite chicken wrap recipe with you. And we need to introduce you to today's guest artist. Grateful is joining us, so stay tuned.
Nice.
Make my day, boy.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
we're back in the kitchen because we promised you we're going to show you the final result on this amazing pasta salad. Can I order pasta salad? It's a pasta salad.
Yeah, it's a pasta
Is it?
salad.
Right,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
cool.
Nice and easy.
So we've added the dressing, given a good mix.
Correct.
And I'm going to let you do the plating.
Perfect.
It smells so good. And the thing is, the only thing we actually cooked were the green peppers.
100%.
And I wonder if it's the heat of the green peppers that just like brought all those herbs to life.
100%. And it's also the fact that the green pepper has been charred. So on a high heat, you really get that charred factor, which I absolutely adore. And the nice thing about this is that you can really just serve this as is, or you can add like some grilled chicken, some pan-seared salmon. You can really just be a little extra if you really wanted to.
There we go. I think this is a newsworthy, an absolutely newsworthy pasta salad. But if you want more news, here's Zoe Brown.
Oh my gosh, that it looks absolutely delicious. Thank you, Chef Clem and Leela. Looking forward to the next culinary hotline coming up in the next bit. But for now, let's look at your national headlines as the time has gone 7 o'clock. Unaudited fuel data from the Central Energy Fund points to possible increases in all grades of fuel prices next month, except for illuminating paraffin. The AA says consumers can expect a slight increase of about 11 cents a litre for 95 octane, 14 cents a litre for 93, and 9 cents a litre for diesel. The AA notes that the weaker rand to the US dollar exchange rate is contributing most to the expected increases in fuel. However, the more stable international oil prices are having a reverse impact. The official adjustment of the fuel prices takes effect on the 7th of February. And the Department of Basic Education has defended its decision to move away from the practice of releasing matric results in the first week of January. It says this allows the quality assurance body Umalusi time to ensure that the final results are the required quality. The class of 2023 matric results will be announced by Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga tomorrow. The last examination paper was written on the 6th of December. Moving to news abroad, Donald Trump has won a convincing victory in the Iowa caucuses, confirming his status as the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nominations. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, is in second place with much less support than Trump, and the former UN ambassador, Nikki Haley, third. Trump said in his victory speech that he wished to solve the world's problems. Iowa is the first state where the Republicans had to choose their candidate for the White House. The next Republican nomination is on Tuesday in New Hampshire. And a suspected Kenyan cult leader is to be charged with murder and terrorism over the deaths of more than 400 people found in mass graves. Paul Mackenzie was arrested in April after the discovery of hundreds of bodies, some of whom were said to have starved themselves to death. Kenyan prosecutors said that he and 94 others would be charged in court in Malindi today. The bodies of 429 people, including children, have been dug up from a grave site in Shakahola, west of Malindi. Most showed signs of starvation. And media dynasty drama Succession earned the prestigious Best Drama trophy, and The Bear took comedy honors at the Hollywood's annual Emmy Awards, the top accolades for TV, early yesterday morning South African time. Succession gained 6 wins for its 4th and final season. Kieran Culkin, Sarah Snook, and Matthew McFadden won acting trophies. The Bear also landed 6 awards, including Best Comedy Series. Jeremy Allen White was named Best Actor in a Comedy, and South Africa's Trevor Noah made history by bagging an Emmy in the Outstanding Talk Series for his talk show, The Daily Show, becoming the first African and Black person to win an Emmy for an Outstanding Talk Series since the category was introduced in 2015. Well, that's where we leave your headlines. We'll have a final update shortly after 8.
Thank you so much, Zoe, and well done to our man Trevor Noah, making us very, very proud. Right now, it's just a couple of minutes past 7 o'clock. Let's get you another round of your sporting updates, starting with football. Bafana Bafana's AFCON campaign got off to a rather disappointing start with a 2-0 loss to Group E rivals Mali. Now, despite a rather strong showing in the first half, Bafana Bafana failed to capitalize on chances, including a missed penalty. Now, in the second half, Hamari Traore and Lassine Sinayoko found the net for Mali, securing the victory. Now, next Somali will face Tunisia on Saturday, while Bafana Bafana takes on Namibia the following day in their next Group E matches. Now, don't forget, you can catch all of the AFCON action live on SABC. Over to some cricket news. Sunrisers Eastern Cape clinched a rather thrilling 4-run victory against My Cape Town in their SA20 clash at Newlands. Now, Jordan Herman's superb century powered the Sunrisers to a challenging total of 202 for 2 after opting to bat. Now, in pursuit, My Cape Town looked to set for a win with a 108-run opening partnership between Ryan Rickleton and Rassie van der Dussen. However, Otniel Bartman's impressive bowling, including 3 quick wickets, triggered a mini collapse. Defending 15 in the final over, Sunrisers sealed the win as the host finished on 198 for 5. Then turning our attention to rugby news, Welsh Rugby Union star Louis Rees-Zammit has stunned the sporting world by leaving Gloucester with immediate effect to pursue a career in American football. Now, the 22-year-old, known for his outstanding performances with Gloucester, Wales and the British and Irish Lions, has decided to switch sports and embark on the International Pathway Program for a potential career in the National Football League, the FNFL. Interesting turn of events indeed for this young man. Then over to tennis news, Carlos Alcaraz returns to his winning ways at the Australian Open. Now, Carlos Alcaraz, returning to the Australian Open after a rather 2-year absence, secured a convincing victory in the first round against Richard Gasquet. And the second-seeded Spaniard now faced a rather tough test in the opening set, but emerged victorious with a 7-6, 6-1, 6-2 triumph. Now, next for the world number 2 will be Italian Lorenzo Sonego in round 2. That's your sporting headlines. For the 7 o'clock bulletin, we'll have one more round for you at 8 o'clock right now. Let's take a look at what's happening on the roads and your temperatures going into Wednesday.
And starting with your traffic in Pretoria, Johannesburg, there's a stationary truck on the N1 southbound at Olifantsfontein Road. The middle lane is closed, expect delays. And in Cape Town, there's been an accident on the N2 inbound at Borchards Quarry. Remember to exercise caution while driving. That's your traffic. Let's take a look at your weather. And with schools reopening again today, the South African Weather Service has warned of disruptive rainfall leading to widespread flooding in KwaZulu-Natal, where severe thunderstorms accompanied by strong winds have already caused extensive damage to infrastructure in various areas. Damage caused by the recent heavy rains have led to the closure of parts of the N2 between Inzongulweni and Harding. Motorists have been advised to use alternative route via the P58 between Booker and Harding. Meanwhile, search and rescue teams in Tongaat, north of Durban, have located the body of a woman who's believed to be one of 2 people who went missing in flash floods at the weekend. This brings the official number of people who lost their lives in the recent floods in KwaZulu-Natal to 12. On that note, let's take a look at your sunrise view for your 7 a.m. update. Gail Delcom from Simonstown shared this gorgeous sunrise view with us. If you would love to share yours, let us know where you're sending it from and perhaps how your morning is going. You can share that with us on our WhatsApp line. The number is 063 408 8863. Let's look at your temperatures for today. Temperatures for today. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are today.
Yes.
But we had a bit of a challenge and we need to reveal what you had to say on social media about our lunchboxes.
Yeah. First and foremost, thank you very much for all the comments and taking the time to log on to social media and vote for your favorite lunchbox. So myself and Zoe, it's back to school today, and we embarked on a lunchbox challenge. A couple of interesting ingredients, our own little flavors, and we needed your advice and your vote to see which one won, because everything is always a competition.
It is a competition. Just to recap, you went for sandwich thins. What did you put on there?
Yes, I put sandwich thins. I've got some salami in there, some cheese, so get a protein aspect, some biltong as well, which I absolutely love for a lunchbox, some cocktail sausages, and then I've got a couple of pieces of some dried apricot and some grapes in there with a fruit juice on the side.
I just went for some little sandwich rolls just to change up the basic white bread sandwich. Paired it with some salami and cheese, a little snippet of some gouda, some yummy cheese there. I went also with the small little meat, so we've got some cocktail sausages, some biltong to snack on, and then also some fruit, some fresh grapes, dark and green, and then just a few pieces of dried fruit paired with a yummy soup.
I like your addition of cheese. You gotta get it in there.
You gotta get it in.
So let's log on to social media very quickly and see, because we asked you which one would you prefer. I mean, it's not a well, we did say it's a competition, but it's not a competition, but it is.
It is.
Esme coming through. Hello, Esme, saying good morning. Ewan's lunchbox gets my vote.
There you go. One
Thank
vote
you very
here,
mup.
keep count. They're all good and healthy benefits for kiddos. That's from Innocentia.
Split decision. I like it. What else do we have?
Zelda says, I want Ewan's lunchbox with Zoe Super M. So that's a point each.
That's a point each. We'll go there. Exactly. Laura says, good morning, my favorite people, and good morning to you as well. Both lunchboxes looks absolutely mouth-watering. Love it. Okay, so there's another one.
That means I got 3 votes, you got 4 votes, which means you are the winner for today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But listen, I love what you've done with your lunchbox as well, because I think with the lunchbox, keep it interesting. And that's what you've done. I think you really did. So yeah, maybe it's the color of my lunchbox. I don't know.
Well, listen, it is incredible. Well, we are taking the quickest of breaks on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Stay tuned. We've got lots coming up.
Yeah, Culinary Hotline on the way. Chef Leela's here, and she's going to be sharing her favorite chicken wrap recipe with us. Definitely something inspiring that you can make for lunch. And grateful, we're going to introduce you to our singer, and he's an absolutely incredible artist, and he is so proud of his brand new EP. We're going to chat about it because he did it all himself. We'll see you after the break.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast show.
And welcome back to another installment of the Culinary Hotline. Bling! 2. Thank you so much. Now, in the first part, you saw us make this amazing pasta salad. We have been keeping everyone, all the crew, away from the salad because it's mine. It's mine. So we got our pasta salad. What are we making next?
So we are going to be making our 2-ingredient wrap with our Cajun chicken and then an avocado cream sauce.
Ooh.
But the 2-ingredient wrap is really nice because it's literally just 1-to-1 ratio with a mashed potato and then flour, or you can use gluten-free flour, or you can use mashed butternut. It's really just a nice way to sneak in your veggies if you really
so we're
need
gonna
to.
make a wrap using the sweet potato and the flour?
Yeah, net so.
Okay. So like a pancake? No, it's a wrap. What am I saying?
Or taco.
Like a taco.
Hey,
There we go.
tacos.
Okay, sweet potato, microwave, right? I mean, there are certain people out there that prefer roasting in the oven, and I get you because the flavor's amazing, but you wait like an hour?
Like
an hour? The microwave's perfectly fine. Again, in South Africa also, if you have any tips on how you like cooking your sweet potato, let us know on WhatsApp. Send us a voice note to 063-408-8863. It's 063-408-8863. Okay, got it. Sweet potato, flour in, Vicky soat.
Yes, correct.
There we go. And now is it me?
No. So what you can do for me...
okay.
Move it along this way, please, sir.
Yes.
So I would like for you to just coat our chicken strips with Cajun spice, a little bit of olive oil, and then once that coated, you can just pan fry that for me, please.
And I'm glad that, I mean, you can always add extra salt, but what people end up doing is they add the seasoning and they add salt.
Yes.
These often have all the salt that you need already in there.
100%.
That's perfect. And then...
So then also with the wrap, sometimes you really have to, as we know with cooking, you have to be a bit patient. So in the beginning, it would seem like it's not coming together, but as you just keep on mixing it, the moisture from that sweet potato would combine beautifully with the flour, and then you'll just see the consistency of this wrap is absolutely gorgeous.
And I can imagine the longer it sits as well, the moisture from the sweet potato is going to hydrate the flour, so
It doesn't dry out. It doesn't dry out, which is really nice, or it just lasts a bit longer, which is really nice.
I feel like Geraldo Morne is not here, but he'd be really happy with this. He's really into fitness and alternatives.
Yes.
So the alternative, like to a normal flour wrap, this sounds amazing. Also, there's extra fiber in there because of the sweet potato.
Correct.
We're coming through with the healthy tips in 2024, only for January. Come February, we're going back to our old nonsense. Only January that we do the fitness things.
I am on board.
There we go. Okay, no, just joking. We're going to be healthy and sensible this year. Lies. Okay, so...
Yeah.
Chicken, screaming hot pan.
Yes.
We want to get that char in there.
I love the char, as we now know. So yeah, then this wrap will be coming together. Trust the process. And the nice thing is, like I said, you can use butternuts as well as sweet potato. I've realized that the white flesh sweet potato works the best.
Okay.
So for those of you that like the orange sweet potato, I wouldn't highly recommend that. I wouldn't recommend
What
that at all.
happens if you use the orange one?
It's just too fibrous almost.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost a bit like a carrot texture. And it doesn't work well with the flour. It doesn't give it
I get you.
consistency. So just like that.
And
Take
food
it
is
like
about
this.
texture, so 100%.
I absolutely love
Ooh,
it.
can I feel it?
Yeah.
Because it looks amazing. I mean,
so nice.
I'm guessing you could cut that into tiny little pieces or do a little, like gnocchi almost with it.
Good. I've actually never thought about that. No, that's so clever.
We're just out here creating recipes. Sweet potato gnocchi, I think would be absolutely amazing.
But it's still my idea, so...
Have it, it's yours. There we go. Okay, so chicken's doing its thing.
Okay, cool. So now I'm just going to be cutting this into 8 sections. So obviously, depending on the size of taco that you want.
And then we're going to do that in another cast iron pan.
Yes.
Let me just turn that heat down because that looks very, very hot.
Okay.
But I'm guessing if you're going to do something like this, a non-stick pan would be the best. Or not, really? You can use any pan?
You can use any pan.
Okay.
I like the char.
The char. Yeah, but the thing about, you know what? It's an actual...
What's the Maynard effect or something?
The Maillard effect.
Maillard.
But I totally feel you, and I also feel like when I start eating healthy, a lot of times there's flavors that I miss, and the char is not one of them. Because char adds like umami flavor to food, and it makes it more bold and very flavorsome. So yeah, I thought to get you, the char's where it's at. Let's see if I've got the char happening on the chicken.
Okay. And then yeah, so when we make the avo cream sauce, it's also just such a simple sauce to make, which I absolutely love. So it's literally just the avo with the jalapeno, cumin. We put a bit of garlic in there.
So maybe let me hop on this end and start doing that.
Yeah, that'll be
So there we
nice.
go. So what's this? December is over. This is water, right?
I know, no, it's water. Yes.
It's water. It's water.
We did have to give it a little sniff to make sure.
And then, I can smell the cumin. And so the cumin goes into your avo sauce as well.
Correct, yes. With a bit of lime juice. Okay. Whew. Now.
There we go. Touch of cumin. Could you make this dough ahead of time?
You could, yes.
And then,
definitely.
yeah, okay, that's a good idea. The chicken obviously marinated ahead of time. So this is quite a quick and easy dish to put together midweek.
100%. It's really convenient and it's simple and easy, and it really just is packed with flavor and nutrition, which I really like. Like whether you're yourself just trying to sneak in some veggies or you're trying to sneak in some veggies for the kids, I think it is really just
And again, this is a good kid-winning dish. It's all about textures and flavors.
Yes.
And I find that kids love food that they can eat with their hands, and this is it.
Oh, yes.
So I'm like, my new thing
My
is
shapes
properly...
are questionable here, by the way.
Look, you know what? It's rustic.
I feel like I'm giving it a bit of like a...
I love it. And it's a little hand... No, it's perfect. I love it. So tasting chilies before we actually put it in the thing is a thing now. To always make sure, like,
Just
I'm
the
not
level
going
of
to
heat.
hurt someone when I put like a whole chili in. This is like... I added half of it, and I think half is fine.
Let's go with half.
Let's go with half.
Yeah.
Okay. It's warm. It's just there, but it,
I feel like that always happens with jalapenos. Like some of them are extremely hot, and then sometimes they're just like super mellow that you feel like you're eating like a long green pepper.
I feel you. Okay, cool. So there we go. Blend that up. I'm gonna go check my chicken now. We're multitasking.
You can smell it, eh?
I can smell it. Cool. Dressing done. We are motoring. We are absolutely motoring. Things are happening. Okay. The char.
That was close.
But also,
Maybe a bit much.
I am so surprised at how quickly that came together, and it's holding its shape so well.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. The char on the chicken. Look at us. Look at it's happening.
Back
Okay,
shape, back shape.
There we go. There's a new game that my wife and I are obsessed with, and it's on a PlayStation game where we have a virtual kitchen.
Oh, yes?
And we literally have an assembly line. So I've got to like go and grab the chips, and she's got to go and put the burgers on, whatever. So it literally feels like a whole vibe happening right now. Yes, even during the holidays, I still end up like doing foodie stuff. There we go. Looking good.
Okay.
Smelling
that
good.
looks gorgeous.
Dressing done.
Okay.
And you got a little salsa happening there, which is red onion.
Yes, very simple. Red onion, cherry tomatoes, and just a bit of lemon juice.
Cool.
And then, yeah, it's time for when we're obviously ready to assemble. It's just going to be the wrap with our Cajun chicken. It's going to be our avocado cream sauce. And then our salsa.
Nice. Was I supposed to add the parsley to the sauce?
The coriander.
The coriander? It can still go in. There we go.
I can nog steeds ingaan.
And it's also going to give us that beautiful green color.
And the flavors, what I mean, with a taco knife.
Absolutely, yes.
100%.
Yes. Okay.
Like, okay.
How's that chicken looking? Do you think we're at a point we can
I think
almost
our
pick one up?
chicken is ready. Wraps are ready.
And that's why I like that you're using chicken breast, because that cooks super quick.
Yes. I mean, obviously, if you really want to be a bit extra, you can use your chicken thighs. But then just making sure that you crisp that skin beautifully and all of that. I mean,
Absolutely. Here we go. Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Should we plate one up?
I would love that.
Okay, let me just clear. It's over here.
Okay.
Let's do this. 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. Plate down. Oh, they're so soft and warm.
They're very nice, eh?
They are.
They're very pliable, which I like. And texture-wise, they're chewy, which is something I
Yes.
personally enjoy. Okay. So,
And we're making this real time, which literally gives you an idea how quick this all comes together.
exactly that. Okay. Nog 'n hoendertjie.
Yes, please.
Okay. Then the sauce.
Sauce.
Is het lepeltje voor jou?
There we go. Why am I rushing? why am I... Okay.
Okay.
Also, gotta be generous with the sauce. Tacos gotta have...
I agree with you on that. And serving this with a nice lime wedge, whatever, if you really need to, it's also very lekker. Okay. Oh, jelle.
I mean, Cape Town restaurants would charge you like how much? 5,000 rand for that.
Exactly that. Just the other day, yeah, it was crazy. Okay.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
How nice is that? Look at that.
Oh my goodness. You deserve a bite. You deserve...
I? A
There we
big-
go.
a big tasty bite?
Let's go in half. Let's go in half.
Okay, cool.
We can do this together. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta talk, so I can't do the biggest bite. Cheers.
Cheers.
But like really, this is mad crazy. Wow. And the texture of that wrap is amazing.
It's dirty.
I'm taking this recipe. I'm taking it. It's done. Official. You need to get this recipe. Go and check it out on expressoshow.com. We're not going anywhere. We'll be back with more Culinary Hotline Bling. So
That
good.
looks delicious. Well, listen.
Amazing.
I think we have all the culinary inspiration we need. And if you need a little extra, and in fact, if you're feeling extra lucky this morning, the new year, then play for your chance at 19 million rand in total estimated Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 jackpots today.
Listen, it's life-changing amounts of money we're talking about here now. So you can play Lotto for an estimated 7 million rand, Lotto Plus 1 estimated at 7 million rand, and Lotto Plus 2 estimated at 5 million rand.
That is crazy. And if you want to stand a chance of winning, then you need to play now.
Yep, buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529 hash for those USSDs.
Now, we have all posted these details on our social media challenges, so if you've missed any of them, go and check them out and start picking those lucky numbers. Who knows? You could be Mzansi's next multi-millionaire. Play now to find out.
Exactly. All the best on your side. I'm definitely going to get my Lotto numbers in, that's for sure. We're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, more action on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to introduce you to our performer of the morning. His name is Grateful, and he's an incredible artist. We're going to talk about his brand new EP as well that he's done all by himself. I love it, taking ownership of your work. Stick around.
And speaking of taking ownership, we're also going to take ownership of our year ahead. So we'll be creating our own vision boards and just unpacking the value that comes into creating one. So that and a whole lot more still on its way.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've been teasing you all morning. Well, now it's finally our time to sit down, relax, because joining us is rising Cape Town-based rapper Grateful, who recently independently released his debut EP, Nobody. Let's give him a warm welcome to Expresso. It's great having you back. You were here just last year, and now you're debuting your new EP.
100%. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Welcome back, champ. Welcome back. Dude, well done on the new EP, man. I know that you put heart and soul in it. You did it by yourself, which I think is incredible. But let's be honest, it is challenging to think about doing this yourself. You've done it, but what were some of your biggest challenges? But I do think, you know, in light of those challenges as well, I mean, you can really come out with gold.
Definitely. I mean, you know, I feel like essentially just pushing myself beyond what I'm usually comfortable with. I think the main challenges which I did face is something which I've learned to overcome within this project itself. I'm grateful for it. I think essentially, you know, working with a producer like Soulful Clay, we locked into the studio, which was basically my room at the time.
Nice.
And we just decided to each other, you know, we're going to be able to push each other outside of our boundaries. We're going to be exploring new types of genres. We're going to just create music holistically. So essentially, you know, with that comes a few challenges. I think naturally with your passion, you really have to work for it. Like if you really want something, you've got to be able to like go through whatever it takes. And essentially, you know, it's just being able to understand that, you know, dedication outweighs motivation. Inspiration is something that you have to work for. You have to be able to find it within yourself. Don't search outside, but rather find that sweet spot. I mean, that's just to name a few, you know. Yeah.
That's incredible. I mean, you mentioned that you recorded this at home. You were in your room. That was the home studio that you've created. Did you find that having that intimate space, constantly being in that space, helped you creatively? Or was there a moment like, hang on, I actually need to take a break away, take a step away to get some inspiration?
Definitely. I mean, you know, it's definitely a moment of intimacy, at least with my creative side. I basically put my bed up there and I was like, yo, I'm not going to leave this room unless I really need to. I kind of want to stay constantly creative, and I want to be able to really put the best foot forward and present the best version of myself with that EP at that given moment. Essentially, you know, with that came a whole lot of different things. At least, you know, you realize a lot. In that time, I realized, you know, as you said, inspiration, did you feel like you had to get out? I don't think that was necessarily the case. I think it was just, you know, I'm trying to stay inside here so that I can go inside of myself and try to find that certain sweet spot where I can kind of, you know, switch it on, switch it off, like at least allow it to come and flow out. So yeah, I definitely think that it was an intimate process. It was very creative, but at the same time, you know, we learned a lot.
Yeah. Look, you are still young, but you're incredibly creative, and I think you've got a bright career ahead of you, which is incredible. And the thing is, you need people in your life. You said you collaborated with Soulful Clay as well. That brings a whole new dynamic to the table because you're able to put heads together and you can really create some things that you guys are passionate about. And you've used the word passion quite a bit, finding that sweet spot. Definitely. Talk to me about this EP. What came out? What is the flavor? What can we expect?
So the EP came out last year. You know, the dates always shifted, so I don't even honestly know when exactly it released.
That's the exciting part of this.
Exactly. You know, things are always changing for the better, but basically the whole EP is presented by 5 tracks. We have 5 tracks on the EP. First track is Neck, second track is Slippery, Play Dumb, Purpose, and then Nobody. Essentially, holistically, the whole EP presents change. This is what it represents. There's a whole lot of fluidity, versatility that I was trying to explore with. I wasn't trying to give myself a box that I have to fit in. You know, I went into the industry being a hip-hop artist. And right now, I just wanted to go in with the mindset of just being an artist and just creating music. And yeah, I think that's where the boundaries kind of came with being able to push that forward and being like, okay, you know, let's just go in and try to make the best thing possible, or let's try and present the best version of ourselves. And yeah, essentially that's kind of how everything went down at the end of the day. It was just, you know, with the EP, everything, the whole bunch of music that we actually created, 5 songs stood out to me and presented a specific message, and I was like, I can't keep this to myself.
Nice.
I don't want to be selfish. You know?
Nice.
Like, let's put it out. So,
oh, well, we are super excited because you're going to be performing for us, so we can't wait to hear. You're sampling from your EP, right?
Definitely,
yes.
Definitely. We got like 4 tracks, I think. Yeah.
Oh, how exciting. Now, we have today is one of the things we're going to do between myself and you, and is actually explore our vision board. Is that something you put together for yourself? Perhaps you've got a vision of how you see your year coming to fruition?
I like how you put it earlier. I really do. I almost think that's the theme of this year, is to find the sweet spot.
Definitely. I think definitely, you know, the vision only becomes clearer. As long as we're going forward, the vision becomes clearer and clearer. There's definitely a vision that I have, but you know, I might not be the best of planners. There might be somebody else who's planning my life for me.
Yeah.
And essentially, you know, if it's in his hands, then that's the best hands that it can be. But yeah, I definitely think there's some new stuff coming along. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Nice. Are you one of those people that actually make a board and put it on your wall?
Not necessarily. You know, I don't want to come onto live here. I feel like there's so many people watching me. I don't want to come here and tell you guys something that's not true. So,
yeah.
Nah, I'm not that type of person, but definitely there is a vision in mind. And
nice.
Yeah.
You keep
That's
it close.
Exciting. Well, listen, we are so excited to hear that vision come to life with your performance. So we're going to send you off to go and get ready for your performance. And we are also getting super excited. You're welcome to go.
Go for it, brother. Get ready.
Thank you guys so much.
Go do some stretches.
There we go. Well, listen, we have Grateful in studio. It feels like just the other day we had him here, and it's going to be wonderful to hear what he's created with this debut EP of his.
But it's just incredible to know that he took it upon himself, and it must be so fulfilling to know that, listen, I've done this by myself in my home studio, and we get to hear exactly what it's been working on. Here we go.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Grateful. I'll be performing some tracks off of my latest EP. The first two is called Nick and Play Dumb. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Said I'm in love with the bands, but I let my wrist talk. I got my eye on the friends and she getting off. And no, I don't need to pretend to want it all. You messaging me, but you never call. I got no plans, I done it, I do it again, so I can take them all. You know I'm cooped up in a Rover. I clock the game, it's over. I'm funny like Trevor Noah. You miss it, go get you a coaster. Deep in the cut and we lavish, don't get embarrassed. I want you to go, we in Paris, don't know what happened. I don't want anything average. I got a very bad habit of making it happen and killing it like an assassin. I do that, they imagine don't wanna be bragging. I put it in the casket, 10 out of 10, you know that they clapping. Back in the club, racks in my jacket. I'm with the homies, yes it could happen. Call Leone, I'm with the you got new friends, got me looking stupid. Don't make any excuses for you. Yeah, I'm taking way less than I'm giving. I hardly been chilling, been putting it all on the line. When you been pushing these limits, been pushing big digits, you watch how you spending your time. Ain't got the best of my interests, I know I'm a sinner, but trust me, I'm cutting the tie. She told me damn me the realest, like after a few minutes, I swear that she know how to lie. I'm tying my with a ribbon, he's making a killing, you know that boy one of a kind. I could be out in the trenches, completing a mission, I'm telling them all that I'm fine. We pulling up in addition to get got a supply. I'm putting the fingers are clicking, cause somebody's kicking, cause somebody got a supply. I'm out with the guys, yeah, I'm feeling alive. It ain't a surprise, you killing the vibe. I'm seeing the signs. You put up a front, you capping like crunch. You talking too much. You do what you can, I do what I must. I'm calling your bluff, you ain't gotta act tough. New friends got me looking stupid. Don't make any excuses for you. Thank you guys so much. As I said, that one was Nick. Next up, we have Play Dumb. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, my chains tucked, my energy untouched, my figures stay up, these VVs clean cut, the kind of machine numb. Hardest position I had to play was play dumb. Catching less sleep, but it's never been better. She ain't never stressed, I take her wherever, whenever. 7 days a week, cash cows, give me my cheddar. Nasty, she a freak, dated for a week, then I toss her, like, miss me, swimming, I'm gone, sipping, she dripping, all on my flow. Miss me, swimming, I'm gone. Listen, your missus, honey, I'm home. Yeah, as I said, I go by the name of Grateful. I hope you guys enjoying this so far. This comes with my latest EP called Nobody. Yeah, for my brothers, for the fam, for the code, I got big plans. Do the most, got a chance, let it smoke and I skip the past. Yeah, and I skip the past. Yo, yeah, for my brothers, for the fam, for the code, I got bigger plans. Do the most, got a chance, let it smoke and I skip the past. Yeah, and I skip the past. Yeah, cause if you got love, that's what I need. Yeah, I stopped others talk cause I know it's cheap. The city is up, I'm starting to see. Yeah, I'm starting to practice before I preach. You gotta play dumb until they leave. Yeah, it's not by the month, it's by the week. And it's kinda fun, but not for my sleep. Used to be close, but now we don't speak. And I get a charge, but do it for free. I know you owe me a couple of G's. The stars in the car and Patty Philippe. Yeah, got this. Find that peace on the side. Find that peace on the side. Now cap no lie. Down in the street that we ride. Down in the street that we ride down on the west side. Yeah, got this. Find that peace on the side, find that peace on the side. No cap, no lie. Down on the street that we ride, down on the street that we ride, down on the west side. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. Everybody that's watching at home. I go by the name of Grateful. Expresso, thank you so much for having me. I'll see you guys.
And we will see you, my friend. Yes, Grateful in studio. Stick around. Brand new EP called Nobody. Check out, but he's not going anywhere. We've got more from Grateful coming up.
Definitely, and it's all about vision boards. So today we have Carissa Cupido back in studio, and she is here to help us put our vision boards together.
Yeah, because we want to do it the proper way, and I didn't know, but there's different types of vision boards out there. There's so much to take into account. So stick around. She's going to give us all the expert tips in just a bit, and then Zoe over here. She also created a vision board, and she's going to share.
I'll share what's
her
on
vision board.
mine.
For sure, for sure. Stick around. We'll be back after the break.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show, and with the new year, we're all feeling inspired, and many of us are looking for that perfect tool that will make it easier for us to reach our goals. Now, when it comes to visualization and manifestation, it has been considered the most effective way to keep your dreams at the front of your mind. And an avid vision board creator and media personality, Carissa Cupido from Good Hope FM, she is here to guide us through the various steps and help us all put our vision board together.
Hello, Carissa.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Happy New Year. Can we still say this?
Yes, you
I think
can.
we can say it. I think if you haven't seen a person, you say it, even if you see them in the middle of the year.
Exactly. June. It can be any month.
Happy New Year. Listen, it's wonderful to have you. And I think vision boards, I mean, I said to Zoe earlier in the show, it's something that I never really paid a lot of attention to, but it is becoming more and more important, I think, in this stage of my life, because with so much surrounding us, a lot of negativity as well, it's important to keep ourselves positive. And we have incredible role models out there that's doing the same, who's always sharing their visions. And we're talking people like Jack Canfield, Oprah Winfrey, Jim Carrey, who I'm a big fan of, because yes, he's a madman and crazy, but he's incredibly intellectual.
There's
and
method to the madness.
There's method to the madness, right?
Yeah, I absolutely love vision boarding. It's something that I've been doing for years, but also supported by a written sort of vision board. So I would do both writing text as well as images, and both digital and physical. I go all in, all right? Because I'm quite serious about the kind of goals that I'm going for. I think vision boards are kind of zooming out into the year, seeing the bigger plans of what you want to do. And then as you work your way through Q1, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can kind of break it down into smart, smaller goals that make sure that you tick it off and achieve what you can. Because you can't really achieve what you can't see, right? And to have that daily reminder that, Carissa, this is the goal that you said you were going to do, you're held accountable to it, it kind of makes it a bit more real.
Yeah. But it's also, I think, just taking a look at a vision board like this. I mean, I like putting something on my phone. You know, when you unlock it, there's always something there. And it's just almost this subconscious just a switch that switches on. When you see it, you don't necessarily need to think about, oh, that's my goal. It's just, it's front of mind. And I think that's what it's all about.
Definitely. There's something called, I think it's the RAM. It's something to do with the brain. I'm not a psychologist. Don't come at me. But basically, it's about the input that we put into our minds, right? Our brains cannot take and compute everything every single day. If I look around, there's so much to kind of understand and comprehend. But if you kind of zone in on what your brain needs to be focused on, whether that's conscious or subconscious, it kind of helps it along the way. Otherwise, you're kind of unfocused. You wake up every day, you don't really know where you're going and what you're doing. But like you're saying, as soon as you wake up, you look at this, subconsciously you're going, okay, that's what I'm actually going for. This is what I actually want and desire.
This is my life.
This is my life that I'm creating.
RAM.
RAM.
It's like RAM for your brain to work faster.
Exactly, absolutely.
Let's unpack this. Let's make it a little bit more tangible, because I'm thinking of people that perhaps have never tried putting a vision board together. Where can they start? Because I believe there are different boards. So let's maybe unpack the first type of board we can get.
There's so many different types of boards, depending on your goals for the year and what you're wanting, from travel to financial to personal, spiritual even, and career. Mine kind of is divided into a couple of these, but you can do them separately. So if you go for a travel vision board, for example, you can definitely look along the lines of where you're wanting to go, what it's going to take to get there, because often we're at the A, there's the C, but how do we travel through the B, right? And it is about kind of putting this together, whether it's the financial sacrifice that you have to put together, or even the places you want to go, whether it's local, up the West Coast, another city in South Africa, an African country, or globally. Anything is really possible if you put your mind to it.
Definitely.
I like that.
I'm here for the travel vision.
So that's the travel. And then you said also your goals. I mean, you've got to go a specific goal vision board. How do we go about that? What is your advice?
Oh, that one I would say is almost the toughest out of all of them, because traveling is fun, right? Traveling is something that we all want to do, but goals are really what give us purpose, what gives life, I don't know, sort of fulfillment in the day-to-day. And to put our goals together, I think it requires a lot more focus. I would break it down, like I was saying before, this is what I did at the beginning of the year, into Q1 to Q4, because yes, for example, you want to be a superstar on TV, right? How do you actually get there? The first step is to perhaps make the networks that you need to. So maybe Q1, the first 3 months of the year, is to focus on the networking part of it. Maybe Q2 is then to focus on your online presence, right? What are you actually putting out there to get noticed? Q3 is to reach out to the right people and make sure you're in the right rooms, where hopefully by Q4, you're able to achieve and attain the goal that you set your mind to.
And it's all about breaking it down into those manageable pieces.
Absolutely.
Because what we've done last year was we collectively made a goal for our personal, individual, as a couple, for the house, where we want to go. And then we had little check-ins every second Tuesday. We've made it a priority to not make any plans. And we had a sketch pad where we were like, okay, we said we wanted to do this by this date. Have you started working on it? And it was just lovely having someone keep you accountable, but also just, you know, a reminder when things were tough that, hang on, I said I wanted to do this, and this is what I need to do in order to get there.
That's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, I would recommend it. I took a week off before I went into the madness of this year, and my partner and I went away to Azefontein, and we sat down physically with stationery that I just went crazy about, and we wrote down different things that we want to achieve as a couple and also as individuals, because, I mean, both are super important, and it supports the one and the other. And I think that really helps, kind of sticking it up in your room, putting it on your phone, and keeping you
so it's there. Chat to me quickly about, I think a lot of people, if anything, they're going to make financial goals, a financial vision board. I mean, you said the goals one is a bit tricky, and how do you do that? But how would you summarize a financial vision board? What would you do? How would you kind of create it?
Yeah, that's a really tough one. And I would recommend that you talk to people like financial advisors that can give you proper advice, because I am not in the space to do that. But I would say that I also, focus on my financial goals on a month-to-month basis. And like we were saying before, Zoe, it's important to break these things down. A lot of people in South Africa are so deeply entrenched in debt. It's part of our culture, it's part of what we do. And so I think that to break that down into smaller segments about what can I pay on a weekly basis, what can I pay on a monthly basis, how does that look over the next 12 months is really important. Also saving, besides also paying off what you need to, how can I save money, even if it's just 15 Rand, 150 Rand, 1.5, whatever you can afford per month, to actually visually put that down is also vital.
Yeah.
And one of the things we've decided to do is to map out our meals for the week ahead.
Wow.
So that when we go grocery shop, it's not a case of walking down the aisle like, ooh, we'll add this, we'll add this.
Dangerous.
And you end
Never
up
go hungry
with a lot
either.
of wastage. You end up buying a lot of things you're not going to use in that week.
Yeah.
And that's a great way of also then being savvy with how much you end up spending on food that you actually use.
Yeah, budgeting is vital. It's so important. And to have that weekly budget, to have that monthly budget, it's something that I'm still hoping to get right, by the end of this year. But again, it's a goal that I'm working on. And yeah, it's important.
Awesome. Well, really valuable advice over there. But I mean, we also want to hear from you guys at home. We asked you on social media, are you creating a vision board? What are you putting on your vision board? So let's quickly take a look at some of the comments coming through.
Let's see.
Let's bring it up
First
there.
one coming through from Nick Lombard saying, mine would be happy and laugh more, be present in the moment, find something positive to be grateful for every day, surround yourself with people of the same frequency, let go of negative friends and family members, and set daily goals for financial independence.
Sure,
Nick for president.
coming through, my friend. Yeah, I love it. Let's take a look at another comment coming through. We have Salma, who says, yes, this year I pray to win the lotto. Big time millionaire. Okay. So this is the thing about these vision boards. It is great, but, and I'm a firm believer in the law of attraction.
Absolutely.
But when you create a vision board and you see that picture, yes, it's all good and well, but that's but a step. I think, like you rightly said, is you need to deliberately put yourself in that situation. So you're not going to win the lotto if you don't buy a ticket.
Yeah.
The same,
First step.
There we go. Multiple steps to unpack. Carissa's not going anywhere. In fact, we want to unpack the vision boards more. I'll be sharing some of what's on my vision board. So that's still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Absolutely. Stick around. We'll be back.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back. You are tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on your home S3. It's wonderful to be in your company. We are talking vision boards, everything that goes with it for this year. It's a brand new one, 2024. Now, vision boards, we know they're literally dream maps, and they're really fun ways to paint a picture of your future goals and wishes, and they help us see clearly what we're aiming for and cheer us on to go and get it. Now, we're going to dive into it for some simple, exciting goals, and Zoe has got her vision board to share with us this morning, Zoe.
Yes, you know what, this was quite exciting because we were on honeymoon in Australia, and one morning we just did a sunrise at Bondi Beach and we created our vision goals for the year, and then obviously when we got home we did the vision board.
It's not a bad place to create a vision board.
I mean, come on. I've seen worse.
Quiet, sunrise. So one of the first things I did say I wanted to do was I want to stop overbooking myself and, you know, feel like you're rushing from one thing to the other.
Yeah.
So a goal of mine is to literally just do one thing at a time,
Love
to
that.
not overbook and really just keep it a little bit more of a slower pace. I think that whole rushing and constantly being busy, it's not something I
not
strive
sustainable.
for anymore. And it's just, it's quite nice and refreshing to just do one thing at a time. So that's top of my vision board.
Okay.
I love that for you.
The second thing that I've added was just to be a little bit more realistic with my fitness goals. I think it's so easy to say, I want to exercise 5-6 days a week, but reality is with our schedules, it's not always possible, and then you end up feeling guilty. So on my goals list is if I can hit 3 days a week, max 5 days a week, then I am happy. So it could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It could be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever it is. I want to be pacing myself with regards to...
And getting that consistency. I mean, even if it's 3 to 5, I mean, that's a good goal.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
Something I would love to get back into is a little bit of running. So running is on my vision board. It's on the goals. And that's also just to slowly get back into it. Doing a marathon, training for that I did in such a short space of time, it was incredible, but I think I had like PTSD after
Yeah, I'm sure.
doing it from 0 to hero in 12, 13 weeks. So
But it's only Zoe that will do that. Go from 0 to 100. Let's run a marathon. Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
I do want to get back into it, but shorter distances.
For sure,
not,
we'll
not
build it up.
42.
Build it up.
We'll
Nice.
build up to that. And then one thing I find that whenever I reach that point, like one of the things on my goals list is to declutter the garage. Because the garage is where everything gets chucked out to, and then it stands there, and then it's just, that is a big thing for me, is to declutter the garage.
Let me tell you, there's no better feeling than knowing that your garage is sorted.
I
Spick
know.
and span. Marie
Yes.
Kondo, the hell out of that. Like, what doesn't spark joy needs to go.
Yes, I might need help to get stuff out.
I like that, if it doesn't spark joy. Okay, cool.
And the final thing that I've decided, I can't say I've decided, so I saw my sister with Christmas and it was really special. We haven't seen each other in 3 years, and we just decided that was way too long. We want to do Christmas together, but we want to do a white Christmas. So we are all getting very excited to do a white Christmas, all the siblings together.
Okay.
Yeah. And oh yes, something I really want to do, because now that I have a bit more free time, not being on radio every afternoon, I do want to upskill myself with
Lovely.
something. And I think a marketing course is something I'm going to look into. Perhaps something else, but I do feel like I need to upskill myself.
Yeah.
I love that for you. I would suggest digital marketing, because
Digital
that's
marketing,
the future.
yes.
100%. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
some
thank you for
exciting
sharing. But I mean, this is exciting. What about you?
Oh my
Clarissa?
goodness. Do I go into details?
Yeah,
Do
look,
I
we
play
said
all my
Zoe's going to
cards?
share, but I mean, if you realistically, I mean, we're looking forward. 2023 was a tough year. Let's
It
be
was.
honest.
It really
was a
was.
tough year for
Yeah.
many people. I think time was very difficult for a lot of people. We ran around like crazy.
Yeah.
But now I can feel that we're gearing up for a good year,
Yes.
and I'm speaking that into existence right now. It's on my vision board.
Yes.
So what's happening on your side?
I think that 2023 was definitely prep for what 2024 was going to be about, right? And a couple of goals that I didn't quite tick off last year are being carried over. So DJing being one of them. So I've got the basics down. It's just about the confidence to get out there, because DJing's really hard, right? You are the crowd pleaser, the vibe creator. So I don't want to take that too lightly. That's definitely something I'm going into. And then just going bigger and better in my career, across TV, across radio, also online, on social media, just making sure there's beautiful consistency throughout and synergy across all three of those different platforms. I also definitely want to show up as a better daughter, as a better fiance, fiance and hopefully wife by the end of this year. And just as a better friend. So those are definitely some of my interpersonal and also career goals that I'm definitely striving for.
Awesome. Well, thanks for
I
sharing.
feel like I need to say we do not have a baby on 2024's goal list. That will be next year. I did say we want to be married at least a year.
Okay.
So aunties, please don't ask me when the baby's coming. I just got married. I want to be married for a year.
You know how
Please
it goes.
don't ask.
At every family gathering.
I know.
Yeah, cool. Zoe, thank you very much. You can go
you.
gear up for your news.
I'll
Thank
do
you.
that.
Carissa, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
So Zoe was very forthcoming with her
Yeah.
vision board. Let's quickly take a look at some of those slides once again. We can see there, there we go, one task at a time. She says exercise, get consistency in there. She wants to start running. A white Christmas in Europe. Listen, that's a lekker one.
Yeah.
To declutter the home or the garage and get into a little bit of upskilling herself, some marketing.
Beautiful.
I love that. Very, very cool. All right, so I've also got one.
I was going to ask, can you share yours? We've been putting
I
ours on
wasn't
the
just
table.
asking. I've got one, and I will share some of what's on my vision board. And Carissa's not going anywhere because we still have some golden globes to chat about.
We do, very exciting.
And there's a lot to talk about, for sure. Right now, let's get into some news.
Well, it's 8 o'clock. Let's take a final look at the national headlines. Transnet is working to clear the country's main coal export railway line after 2 trains collided on Sunday. Transnet said no serious injuries were reported after the accident, but the disruption to SA's major coal export terminal at Richards Bay will throttle mineral shipments already constrained by locomotive shortages as well as rampant cable theft and vandalism of infrastructure. The state-owned firm did not provide details on what caused the accident and when service would be restored on the coal line. And unaudited fuel data from the Central Energy Fund points to possible increases in all grades of fuel prices next month, except for illuminating paraffin. The AA says consumers can expect a slight increase of about 11 cents a litre for 95 octane, 14 cents a litre for 93, and 9 cents a litre for diesel. The AA notes that the weaker rand to the US dollar exchange rate is contributing most to the expected increases in fuel. However, the more stable international oil prices are having a reverse impact. The official adjustment of the fuel prices takes effect on the 7th of February. And moving to news abroad, Kenya's Wildlife Agency is relocating 21 rare and endangered black rhinos from their sanctuaries after a rapid increase in their population has led to overcrowding. The rhinos, mostly of the eastern black rhino subspecies, are being transferred to a newly established sanctuary at the Loisaba Conservancy in the north of Kenya. The exercise is seen as a success in Kenya's efforts to conserve black rhinos, which were on the brink of extinction just 3 decades ago. Kenya's black rhino population has grown from some 200 in 1994 to just over 1,000. And staying with news abroad, Donald Trump has won a convincing victory in the Iowa caucuses, confirming his status as the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nominations. The governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, is in second place with much less support than Trump, and the former UN ambassador, Nikki Haley, third. Trump said in his victory speech that he wishes to solve the world's problems. Iowa is the first state where the Republicans had to choose their candidate for the White House. The next Republican nomination is on Tuesday in New Hampshire. And South African comedian Trevor Noah has described his amazing winning an Emmy Award in the Outstanding Talk Series category for his talk show, The Daily Show. He's the first African and first black person to win an Emmy for an Outstanding Talk Series since the introduction of the category in 2015. The win at the 75th Emmy Awards ceremony in Los Angeles took place early yesterday, South African time, and it coincides with Noah's final year on The Daily Show. He's been nominated for the Emmy category 5 times before. His 6th nomination, which he earned in his final season hosting The Daily Show, secured him the win. Media Dynasty drama Succession earned the Best Drama Trophy, and The Bear took comedy honors. Well, that's your headlines. Here's a final look at your sport.
Well done to our man Trevor Noah. Right now, let's take a last look at your sporting headlines for your Wednesday morning. Starting off with football, Bafana Bafana's AFCON campaign got off to a rather disappointing start with a 2-0 loss to Group E rivals Mali. Now, despite a strong showing in the first half, Bafana Bafana failed to capitalise on chances, including a missed penalty. Now, in the second half, Hamari Traore and Lassine Sinayoko found the net for Mali, securing the victory. Now, next Mali will face Tunisia on Saturday, while Bafana Bafana takes on Namibia the following day in their next Group E matches. Now, please don't forget that you can catch all of the AFCON action live on SABC, and we're wishing Bafana Bafana all the best. In your cricket news this morning, Sunrisers Eastern Cape clinched a thrilling 4-run victory against My Cape Town in the SA20 clash at Newlands. Jordan Herman's superb century powered the Sunrisers to a challenging total of 202 for 2 after opting to bat. In pursuit, My Cape Town looked set for a win with a 108-run opening partnership between Ryan Wickleton and Rassie van der Dussen. However, Otniel Bartman's impressive bowling, including 3 quick wickets, triggered a mini collapse. Defending 15 in the final over, Sunrisers sealed the win as the hosts finished on 198 for 5. Over to some rugby news now. Welsh rugby union star Louis Rees-Zammit has stunned the sporting world by leaving Gloucester with immediate effect to pursue a career in American football. Now, the 22-year-old, known for his outstanding performances with Gloucester and Wales and the British and Irish Lions, has now decided to switch sports and embark on the International Pathway program for a potential career in the National Football League. And we'll end up with some tennis news. Carlos Alcaraz returns to winning ways in the Australian Open. Now, Carlos Alcaraz, returning to Australian Open after a 2-year absence, secured a convincing victory in the first round against Richard Gasquet. The second-seeded Spaniard faced a tough test in the opening set, but emerged victorious with a 7-6, 6-1, 6-2 triumph. Now, next for the world number 2 will be Italian Lorenzo Sonego in round 2. That's where we leave your sporting headlines for this Wednesday. Lots of action, that's for sure. Right now, let's take a look at your roads once again and take a last look at your weather.
And here's a final traffic update in Pretoria, Gauteng. As reported on our 7 a.m. bulletin, the stationary truck on the N1 southbound at Olifantsfontein Road, it is cleared. However, heavy delays are still being reported and experienced, so add some extra travel time to your journey. Moving to Cape Town, there's a bus broken down on the N2 inbound. It's on Hospital Bend. The left lane is obstructed. Please exercise caution if you are driving in that direction. That's your traffic. Let's take a final look at your weather. And the SA Weather Service has issued an orange level 5 warning for disruptive rainfall, which may lead to widespread flooding of roads and settlements along the coast and northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Disruptive rainfall is also expected over the western and southern interior of KZN, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, except for the extreme northern parts, Gauteng, and the eastern parts of the Northwest and Free State provinces. The Weather Service also warns that extreme high fire danger conditions are expected over the David Kruiper, Kai Garib, and the Karreeburg local municipalities of the Northern Cape. Yesterday, a wildfire near Paarl in the Boland was brought under control. Some lanes of the N1 and Old Paarl Road near Klapmuts had to be closed due to dense smoke in the area. Well, it is 8 a.m., so here's a final look at your sunrise views. Keith from Edgemead shared his good morning view with us. You can see some cloud cover in the distance, but what a gorgeous sunrise view. If you would love to share yours, let us know where you are, and that number to send your photos to is 063 408 8863. Let's take a look at what to expect in your temperatures today.
And there you have it, your temperatures for the very last time on your Wednesday morning. Have yourself a fantastic day ahead. But we're not done yet. We have another hour in your company. Stick around. We have one more culinary hotline, bling, 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 coming your way in just a second. Chef Leela is back, and we're making a delicious chicken lettuce wrap BLT. Definitely something to keep in mind, maybe to prep for your lunches at the office. And then, of course, lots of action at the Golden Globes. We have our esteemed panel ready to deliver their verdict. They are here. We have Carissa, Shiraz, and, of course, Nandi, who will bring their insights into what we saw at the Golden Globes. And, hey, who won, who failed? Well, it's up to them. We'll see. Stick around for us after the break.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we're back in the kitchen with what promises to be the most delicious, easy dish that we're about to make. But let's do a little recap first and see what we've made earlier. We've got the banging pasta salad. And I'm taking the green is still popping. I love that. And then we got, what are we going to call it? Are we going to call it our Cajun 2-ingredient spicy chicken sweet potato wraps? It's delicious. It is so, so good. And now we're heading on to our final dish.
Which is the BLT chicken lettuce wrap.
You know what? If I'm going to have a salad in 2024, best believe it's going to have bacon and chicken. Otherwise, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Let's make it.
Okay, cool. So these are really simple. So obviously, as you know, we do love carbs, but sometimes you need to just kind of be a little bit more mindful. So you take your iceberg lettuce. You are going to then remove the core.
Why do people hate on iceberg lettuce?
I know, but I do too. This is the only recipe I don't. Okay.
I'm trying to think what recipe like you have to use iceberg, and that's the only thing. You can't use anything else. I feel like, see, I'm trying to think. I don't know. We're going to try and bring iceberg back in 2024. We're going to try our best. But it works really well for this recipe, and because of that crunch, that's what you want.
Exactly, and it holds its shape really nicely.
Oh, wait, it's a bowl.
It's a bowl that
Get
we're
out of
going
here.
to
I found a recipe that
wrap.
absolutely needs iceberg lettuce. Man, that's very cute.
I know, I also think it's pretty cool.
Is it true, like, lettuce wrapped anything is healthy? So if I put a slice of pizza inside that...
It, like, immediately cancels out.
It cancels it out. And
like
she's a professional, you know? So if she's saying it, it's the truth.
Sauce.
Okay, cool. But that is very beautiful. The idea of using the iceberg lettuce as an actual bowl, I think is amazing.
Okay, so back
Talk
to
to me.
mixing.
Yes.
So we're going to be making the very simple mayonnaise dressing. So what you're going to do is you're going to be adding the mayonnaise, then the chopped red onion, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. And then it's as easy as loading up this bad boy. So we've got our chicken.
Which we made earlier.
Which we made earlier.
Okay, cool.
Which we are just no waste.
It's also back to school, so people need to be getting all these prepping tips and things how to prep ahead of time.
Exactly that. So just spread that out. Then we're going to be adding our bacon because, again, it is a BLT chicken lettuce wrap. And I love bacon, so I'm going to go a little extra with this one. Okay? And you'll have bacon too, so
Yeah.
happening.
I also, another bacon lovers are going to come after me. My new favorite bacon isn't bacon.
No, don't say.
No, listen. It's okay.
Oh, gosh.
It's actually chicken.
Oh, okay, that's much better.
Right? It's smoked chicken rashes. I don't know. I just feel like the flavor and the smoke comes through is a lot more smokier. So I use it a lot in recipes so to get that like intense
love
smoke
smoked
flavor coming
chicken,
through.
yeah.
So that smoky flavor. So yeah,
No,
it's okay,
beautiful.
bacon people. I'm still okay. So you said in this dressing, in the mayonnaise dressing, there's garlic powder, onion powder as well.
Yes,
That's
correct.
quite nice because that gives like a very
Yeah.
intense savory flavor.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Okay, so now I'm loading it up with our chicken. And depending on the time of month, you can obviously use your white cheddar or you can go a little Parmesan.
I was like, what? The time of the month? I get
sorry.
I get it now.
Yes.
You know, your level of cheese changes throughout
Mine
the
does
month.
for sure. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to add in the dressing.
Oh, that is actually really cool. I'm
Yeah.
actually thinking this would work as a lunchbox option if you can, like, if you don't mind walking around with a head of lettuce.
100%.
And then pop it in your office. Whoa, that is, okay, how do you
Hey
eat that?
guys, got
okay.
my lunch.
Okay, dressing. Does the dressing go on
Okay,
top?
yes. So now we're going to add this in.
It's a little quiet. It's a
Once
little
it's
quiet.
all
And
in-
the reason why it's a little quiet is I'm trying to work out in my head how I'm gonna actually eat this.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Surprise,
But
surprise. Kom ek wys jou.
you know what? I feel like I had breakfast. I had one of these tacos already. So, you know, there's this amazing guy that I would like to introduce you to South Africa. He's dapper, he's amazing. His name is Ewan Straydom. Ewan Straydom, if you get him a voice. He's coming, he's on his way. And he's also wearing a beautiful, look at that jacket
quite
on
dapper.
breasted, powder shoulder, look at him.
Hello.
Hi, there's the...
How are you?
You told people are making me feel so...
You shouldn't. No,
Right,
don't go
so-
into the year with that attitude, my
Ewan
friend.
Straydom. We've never made this before on the show.
I love that.
It is a, what's it called again?
It is our BLT chicken lettuce wrap.
That is awesome.
I also
Right.
think it's pretty
And
nifty.
it's about food and the experience about eating food, and it's all about, that's what we're doing in the 2024, food that actually is just entertaining to see people eat. This is
Yeah.
one of them.
So,
And if you are looking to look after what you eat, and
Yeah.
you know this is great.
It is.
This is a great option.
Absolutely.
So how do you?
literally as simple as rolling
So you roll
it
like a
up,
burrito?
like a
Okay.
burrito. And
Okay.
then we have the wax paper to secure it.
Okay.
So dan rol jy hom net oop.
Maar jy moet vasvat.
Jy moet vasvat.
I
You need
feel
to,
like, yeah.
you need to just act like you're confident. You can't second guess
Another
here.
motto for 2024.
100%.
Act like you're confident.
Just fake it till you make it. You know how.
And then
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And then you just twist it at the ends.
nou pak jy dit nou in jou kosblikkie en dan gat jy.
100%.
Look at
So,
that.
I think
Wait,
it's pretty
that is
cool,
amazing.
guys. I think it's
Ooh,
pretty
she's gonna cut it.
Do the reveal, please. Get out of here. I feel healthy already. I feel healthy already.
I think it's pretty cool.
That
Look at
is
that. That is so dope. Okay, all these
Exquisite.
recipes, absolutely amazing. You have to go check them out at expresso.com. We want to see you make this. And if you do make it, take a picture and send it to us, and we'll put it live on TV. This is a bang. You grab off?
I was about to say, do you want to see me eat it?
Yes. Oh my goodness. I know you're the guest that we normally
No,
feed
no,
you,
no.
but
I've
please
had
can
this
I-
many a times. You can go
Okay.
right ahead.
Oh,
and
really?
go. Yes.
Okay.
yes,
Well,
for
obviously
sure.
you made it.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Wow, now.
Okay.
Okay, wait. I just gotta make sure
Just tear off the
to
sides.
take
and
it
then go
out
in.
with confidence.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
don't bite paper.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm trying
But
to
you
not
got to
do.
be careful because you're wearing the jacket. So you know what you got to do? You got to do the one step back. There we go. And you lean forward.
Okay, let's
There
not
we
make
go.
it so dramatic. I am not taking TV bites.
Big tasty bites, huh?
Big tasty bites. My mind blown.
And again, this cancels all out. Doesn't do anything when it comes to the games.
Not just saying this, but this is like the best Caesar salad that I've ever had.
In
ever
wrap
had
form?
in this form. And I would easily give up a wrap to have this again.
For sure.
South Africa, I'm not joking.
This is really good.
This is really good.
I can,
Oh,
with the emphasis on really.
Really
Yeah.
good. I mean, if I wanted to switch it up a bit and change things, suppose you can make it like super spicy, add a bit of hot sauce, your favorite sauce in there.
Yeah, or like fresh chilies,
Yes.
Mm,
like chopped up little olive
Get
oil.
really
Yeah.
creative, 100%.
And also, we're talking about January because it's real, but you can make one chicken breast go really far with this dish. You can like thinly slice it and cut it up because there's so many veggies in there, and that makes up the bulk of what it actually is.
Create far more volume for sure.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. And I mean, also, if you're not eating meat, there's so many options of things you can put inside here. I mean, doing like a spicy mushroom would be also okay. But just, if you are doing a spicy mushroom or anything that you're going to heat, I love the fact that we used the chicken that we made earlier because it was cool.
Yes.
You obviously can't be putting hot stuff in here.
No, you wouldn't want that.
No.
No. Wilted leaves are very 2023. We don't want to do that in 2023.
But you know what? I love this because lettuce is so versatile and you can do so much with it. I mean, I went through a stage a while back where I needed to train for a boxing match and I was trying to cut weight and all of that. But I love a burger. I really love a burger. But I created a burger inside a lettuce leaf, pretty much similar to this as well, but you have a burger, just instead of the bun, you will have the lettuce leaves, which is a great idea, and I think this is definitely something I should get into more, which is fantastic.
Yeah, especially if you're in that mindset. I think sometimes you really just have to find ways where you just need to substitute in certain spaces. For example, we have the pasta, we have the wraps, and then this is a nice little alternative where you can really just bring a balance to your day when it comes to whatever you're consuming.
And what's nice is as well is the fact that we said it was like a lunch option. I mean, this is something that won't spoil. It's not going to, the wrap's not going to get soft. I mean, it's still going to stay crispy, so you're going to have a fresh lunch just by doing this.
Yeah. So I feel healthy. I feel 5 years younger, and I just feel radiant.
Look at you. Look at you,
You're
like
18 now.
staring into the distance.
Radiating. I love it.
I got to ask you as well, because we are now that off the topic of food, and while I'm standing with my wrap, which I'm going to finish, by the way, thank you very much, we're talking about vision boards, right? It's the start of a brand new year. We spoke about the fact that last year was very, very challenging for a lot of people.
It was.
Yeah, and you can agree. You see what I'm saying. It's like everyone you talk to say, oh, 2023 is like great, but whew, man, it took it out of me. What's happening on you? Do you do vision boards? Do you create something for yourself? Or how do you approach the new year and your goals?
So I definitely do vision boards, just for myself personally. I am just someone that thrives off of that. I need direction. I need to know what my goals are for the year because I'm quite an overthinker and I think a person can get lost in your thoughts. And especially as a food content creator, the space is extremely saturated. It's very saturated. So you really need to obviously be trendy, but at the same time be authentic. And finding that balance is extremely difficult. So with my vision boards, I really just try and focus on the things that make me happy because that's why people follow me. They want to see what Lila creates and the things that I enjoy. And especially because social media can so easily be everything but authentic.
Yeah.
It's really
Exactly.
important. And at the end of the day, I really want to enjoy what I'm doing. So for me, it's just to continue creating recipes that I actually eat, that I actually enjoy, and then at the same time remind people of maybe like South African recipes, as boerekoos, something like that. It's a little bit more not necessarily trendy.
I like that.
But South Africans want to be reminded of their heritage as well. And I'm also learning a lot through that in the sense like, Lila, you know, it's a beautiful rainbow nation. Try other dishes. It's not just boerekoos. Like really delve into other spaces. Exactly. And that is so exciting for me. So yeah, my vision board is just really delving into South Africa's heritage.
I've got some good pointers already this morning with regards to going to this year. Our Artist Grateful said finding the sweet spot.
Yes.
I think that was very, very treffend.
Yeah.
And then of course what you now said is chase authenticity in this year. I mean, in terms of who you are and in your job and what you do.
Yeah,
I think that's very
you're
important.
naturally-
Yeah. I'm looking for another pointer, so hopefully it'll come throughout the course of the show.
But that was great. I love that.
I'm glad you
Finding authenticity. This morning's hotline, absolutely phenomenal. Lila?
I'm going to eat.
You eat first time on the show. I can guarantee you it's not your last. Loved having you on the show. So, Africa, you were amazing too. Tune in next week where we'll be having more Culinary Hotline Bling! Ting, ting, ting!
Well, listen, if you are feeling extra lucky this new year, then play for your chance at 19 million Rand in total estimated Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 jackpots today. Now, the Lotto, if you play the Lotto for an estimated 7 million Rand, Lotto Plus 1 for an estimation of 7 million Rand, and Lotto Plus 2 an estimated at 5 million Rand. Now, if you want to stand a chance of winning, then you need to play now. Buy your tickets in store. You can do so on the nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529# for USSD. We have posted all of those details on our social media channels, so don't worry. You can always go and check it out there and start picking those lucky numbers. Will you be Mzansi's next multi-millionaire? Well, you need to play now to find out. Well, we are taking the quickest of breaks on your Feel Good Breakfast show. When we get back, we have the Golden Globes panel in studio to help us unpack everything. We want to know, what did Selena Gomez gossip about to Taylor Swift? And then Ewan is going to share his vision board with us, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you in a bit.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show on S3, and joining us right now on the couch is our panel, because we're about to talk about all the trending stories from the Golden Globe Awards, and we have our media personality, Carissa Cupido, digital creator, Shiraz Reddy, and Miss South Africa's second runner-up, Nandi Mabala, who is also a model and influencer, joining us in the couch to give us all of the gossip and the insight that we need. To our esteemed panel, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. I have a feeling Nandi's going to be very nice and polite and politically correct.
So polite.
Of course.
And the spices over here.
The spicy one and the logical one.
This corner.
And then it all changes.
The perfect panel.
Yeah.
Firstly, let's talk about the host. Some of the jokes he made. I mean, I thought it was a little tasteless, but hey, you guys are the panel.
Yeah.
Even Chelsea Handler roasted her ex, Joe Coy, by recycling one of his Golden Globe monologue jokes after he received backlash for the concept. I need to know, what were your thoughts on his light-hearted joke?
Very tongue-in-cheek.
Yes.
I think that it was also a tad bit insensitive at times. I think the Golden Globes is the kickstart to award season globally, as the name suggests. And I think that he could have, you know, dialed it back a bit.
Yeah.
And I feel like he didn't do that, and he should have. And she had every right to go at him and be like, yo, check yourself.
Especially the Bobby.
That's not right.
The Bobby movie comment, I was like, it's more than that.
It's way more than that.
It was about women empowerment.
Exactly. An iconic moment was watered down with that comment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also, he just proved the whole point of the Barbie movie. So if you haven't seen the Barbie movie, it's all about destigmatizing, you know, all the gender roles and also what comes with it. And he did exactly that. So that was the joke. A lot of people didn't see it as a joke. In fact, I wonder if anyone laughed at that.
No one did. Smile.
Neither did I. Right. I'm still waiting for the laughs to come.
To be the politically correct person, he did have 10 days. That's what he said.
I think there's a way to do it, right?
Yeah.
And I just think he missed the mark. Like, he's funny. I love his stand-up. I've watched his specials on Netflix, etc. But as a host, I think he honestly just did not make the cuts.
Absolutely not. And it's such a big platform, and he could have really have owned it and again brought that message across.
I think also it speaks to preparation. You know, it's really important, and understanding your audience. He did
Read
not.
the room.
Yes, definitely read the room. Something I saw was Taylor Swift just glaring at him when he made a comment, and I didn't know what the comment was. Turned out the comment was, what's the difference between the Golden Globes and the NFL? You see less of Taylor Swift at the Golden Globes. That's what he said. So let's move over to
give her a break.
that trio, because Selena Gomez was seen spotting, whispering something to Taylor Swift and her bestie at the Golden Globes, and there was a lot of speculation online about what the gossip was. She eventually revealed her comment was, no, I told Taylor about two of my friends who hooked up, not that that's anyone's business.
And it wasn't the whole Kylie Jenner situation.
No, we like to think it is.
But we love to think it is. I would have thought that as well.
On TikTok, there's someone who reads the lips. Yeah, and she said they spoke about Kylie, so...
It could be. I mean, maybe she was just watering it down by saying, no, she was telling them about a friend that had hooked up with another friend.
Well, if you look at their reactions, I can justify. Imagine if you know, if we all have mutual friends that all of a sudden have a little smoochy smooch and we would all be shocked. I mean, what could Kylie have done to gain that type of reaction?
I think it's just mean girl energy. Like, we've seen it with Selena, we've seen it with Hailey Bieber, we've seen it with Kylie Jenner and the rest of the clan.
There's teams. So.
There's definitely camps, and you need to be on the right one, and they were clearly making it known that this is the year of choosing the right camp.
Also, just don't gossip when there's cameras around.
Yes! Just keep it to yourself in your Uber on your drive home.
Exactly. That's why we have group chats.
Okay, let's talk about co-stars Mark Ruffalo and Remy Youssef, who shared a kiss right after their film Poor Things was announced the winner of Best Picture, Musical or Comedy. How adorable was that?
Firstly, it gets a big yes from me. I'm here for it. I think it was such a cute moment. It is affection, and again, it's showing that in that moment, they were celebrating. They were happy. They were like, I don't care who you are. I'm here to have this moment, and I'm going to live in the moment. And that's exactly what they did. I know people twisted it and made it a whole thing, but it was about living in the moment and just being there with one another. I don't know how you guys feel.
I feel like we always see co-stars showing each other a lot of love, but it's not always made on me. So I really enjoyed that. I was like, okay, the love is there.
And I think we're there for that. In 2024, we've progressed as a society where I think we're ready to just accept that sort of behavior.
Exactly.
I feel like it happens off camera. Why not just put it out there on display?
Girl, put it out there. That's what I'm saying.
Well, let's take a listen to what Mark had to say about the kiss.
That Golden Globes kiss with Rami. Tell me about it.
It was hot.
That's what gets a big yes from the panel.
Oh my gosh, I did not see that. Okay, well,
really
listen.
That was hard.
There was an awkward moment that had people squirming in their chair, and that was when Robert Downey Jr. reacted when the winner of Best Supporting Actor in Motion Picture was announced, thinking it was his name. In fact, hold on, there was confusion. It was Robert De Niro and Robert Downey Jr. One of them got it confused. How did you think of that moment?
I mean, again, goes back to the year, was it Miss World and Miss Universe?
Yes,
with Steve Harvey. I, in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh no, girl, we need to leave it. And that was pre-COVID. So you've had 5 years to recover, so you can't make those mistakes anymore.
So wait, I didn't see that. Did the host mispronounce the wrong Robert, or did the wrong Robert stand up thinking he heard his name?
Yes, and thought it was him.
He's old, guys. You know, they're making him come to these awards. It's long hours. You know, so he might have thought.
Exactly. Can the real Robert
Exactly. Can the real Robert, but also by the time the camera panned onto him, he just nodded, you know, gracefully as he does. But again,
So just to confirm, Robert Downey Jr. won, and Robert De Niro thought it was
him. Which it could have been.
I mean, it could have. Both really deserving.
I understand that.
Oh, that's actually so endearing. It's actually a very sweet moment.
It is. It truly was. Yeah.
Well, to our fabulous panel, thank you for joining us for the gossip. We have you have to stick around because we have some fashion to unpack. So don't go anywhere because our panel is staying tuned.
They are not going anywhere. Right now, I just want to fill you in on a fantastic competition. So here's the thing. You can get ready for the sweetest competition of the year, and that's all thanks to Bayers. Now, you stand a chance to win a dream getaway to the city of love, Paris. Now, you can purchase any sweetie pie, or that's what you have to do if you want to win. Keep your till slip and then scan the QR code in store or online to complete the entry form. And then one entry per till slip. Remember that. Competition closes on the 12th of February. T's and C's do apply. But I mean, this is really a fantastic competition. If you have dreams of traveling, and especially to a beautiful city like Paris, this is the competition for you. I haven't been there myself, but I would love to. It is definitely one of the cities that's on my bucket list. Get entering right now. Go get your sweetie pie, you sweetie pie. Right now, we're going to take a very quick break, and we are going to be back with our panel of experts, Shiraz, Nandi, and Carissa. We're talking about red carpet reviews at the Golden Globes, and you'll understand why we need a panel like these guys to unpack it for us. And then, of course, we're also focusing on vision boards for 2024, the importance thereof, and I'll share a bit of what's on my vision board with you in just a bit. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, we said the panel's not going anywhere, so welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and you're just in time because we are talking about the trending stories that came from the Golden Globes. That's what we did earlier. Now we're going to be all judgerig and look at their outfits. Now, we have our judges of all judges. We have media personality, Carissa Cupido, digital creator, Shiraz Reddy, and model influencer and Miss South Africa runner-up, second runner-up, Nandi Mabala, joining us today. Are you guys ready?
I love how the voice changed, because you know you're about to get on that red carpet fashion, darling.
I know, we're getting all judgerig. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, let's have a look at some of the outfits. First up, Andra Day. She came through in all black with a trail.
I mean, I love a train. I love a dramatic moment from the waist down.
Yes.
The arm piece for me is a moment, but also Zoe, remember we did a flower on your shoulder that one year? I feel like the one arm with that, it was a lot for me with the gloves, but overall a sexy look.
It was a sexy look.
Yeah.
I love the whole look. It was either drop the gloves or drop the flower. It was just, for me, I would have just dropped the gloves. I would have just dropped the gloves.
It's interesting. I love it.
Did
I
you?
think it's a 10 out of 10 look, and her and John Baptiste doing the announcement of the winners, like the complimentary looks were just chef's kiss. It was incredible to me.
Gotta love a chef's kiss. Well, let's move over to Billie Eilish, sticking to her normal and comfortable style. I don't know. I mean, I'm supposed to say she's still serving, but what is she serving?
I just don't get it. So I'm just going to keep quiet because it's just a big blazer.
You know what?
It's just a big blazer.
No, she's serving scholar realness. And we must remember that she's a 22-year-old young woman. She's also queer. So, you know, kind of playing in those different spheres, I think she really stepped forward and said, this is who I am. She's in a room with everybody above the age of 37, you know? So maybe that was a good look for her to say, this is what the youth are wearing nowadays. You guys need to catch up.
And
you know?
owning the moment for her.
I also feel like, you know, everyone wants a moment to just look different.
Yeah.
I just felt like it was one of those a viral
statement moment.
A statement moment.
See, the youth is the reason we can't find skinny jeans anymore. They like everything oversized.
Yes, it doesn't make sense. Show us some
We are not here
shapes.
to judge.
Please
We are not
never
here
mind
to
comment
judge.
on that.
Moving over to someone I always think I never put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez in a jaw-dropping pink
this was beautiful.
flower gown.
Yes.
Completely showing off her back. She was just, that's Hollywood.
Lady in a bed of roses, darling. That is what this look is giving. The shoulder, the side sweep, that soft summer curl. I think the fact that she went for like a very soft touch look here, so lady, like again, like you said, she can never put a foot wrong. I absolutely agree. She gets a yes from me.
I will say the Renaissance is taking over the world because Beyonce did have something like that on during a tour. So I loved it then and I love it now. Amazing.
And like you said, it is giving old Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I think that is what J-Lo is, right? She is timeless. She is incredible. If you've seen a documentary, you'll know the years of hard work she's put into it. And this is just a moment to say, don't forget who I am.
Yeah.
And we never will.
Oh,
I can buy myself flowers. That is what she's
buy myself
I'm just putting it out there.
Okay, well, let's put the attention on Barbie. Margot Robbie still maintaining that Barbie look in a long pink gown. I see for the after party, she had the exact same ensemble, but in black.
Yes.
I think it's cute.
I love it.
It's playful.
Yes.
She was a little dramatic with the boa. It could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
That could have gone really wrong.
But it's Margot.
Exactly, but really cute. I love
We
it.
love her.
We love her.
It's also vintage Armani, and she was saying that it throws back to 1977 with, I think it was Superstar Barbie, and she just stepped into it as she has been on all the red carpets of the highest grossing film of 2023.
Exactly.
I mean, come on. Give her flowers.
Exactly, and she's a true superstar.
It was quintessential Barbie. I really enjoyed it. Everyone wanted it to come very dramatic, something different, but we're here to win an award. Of course I'll show up as Barbie. It only makes sense.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now let's put the spotlight on Lenny Kravitz, keeping it simple and calm like he usually does and still looking good.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm dying to know your honest opinion,
My honest
Sharon.
opinion,
Is it a goal of
it's
yours?
just there was a jumpsuit at that studio that he went to go source from, or his stylist went and sourced it from. I really think that he could have dialed it up. I love the fact that it had a panel and made it a bit smart, but no, man. It could have been better.
I mean, you're Lenny
Was it too
Kravitz.
sexy?
Exactly that. You're Lenny Kravitz.
Exactly that.
Give us more. You could have had a coat that's bedazzled. Anything better than that.
It's just bought banana. It's just boring.
Still think it's good. I feel like he can
I mean, it's edgy. Zoe, I'm going to say it's edgy. But I'm going to say it's edgy but empty. But I'm just going to leave it
Edgy
at that.
but safe. Yeah.
But really
Beautiful
safe.
gowns.
Yeah.
Oh, someone that
Beautiful
looked like a green goddess. Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Oh, I love this
know,
dress.
It definitely did distract from the gossiping rumors that took place at this event. I think it's very cute. I love her in green. It is definitely a color that complements her really well. And super sexy with that almost a little bit of side boob, but not quite.
Not really.
Yeah, I love it. And I love the fringe.
Yes.
I think the fringe works.
I have a feeling a lot of matriculants will hold on to that picture, and when it comes to their matric dance dresses for 2024, we will see a lot of inspo from Tay
Yeah, it's very on brand for her.
Yeah, very on brand. All those matric dance dresses, I don't know what they will look like, but okay.
We'll be back to discuss those.
Oh, no, we will.
What not to wear?
Well, let's move over to Rosamund Pike in an all-black long dress.
I did love
bit
this.
of fishnet detail at the top and a hat.
I loved it.
I loved it.
Everything about it just screamed Gone Girl. It just screamed mystery.
Exactly.
It just screamed Rosamund. Of course, she's there for the nominations for Saltburn, which is a movie that left many people on the edge of their seats. She was actually saying with a Fascinator, I think that's what it's called, on the 26th of December, so just post-Christmas, she went skiing. And she fell head first and knocked up her whole face. So perhaps that's why she was covering up a little bit. But she looked fabulous regardless.
But I think she did it really well because, again, this moment could have been too big, or could have been too much, but it just worked so beautifully. And I love a shoe that shows a little bit of toe action. Like, I think it looked really sexy, but ladylike, and again, very, very appropriate for that type of red carpet. So well done to her.
This was very classic. And Dior really came through. I just loved everything about it. And it looked like the roses are coming, the flowers are coming out of her skin, and the hat just brought everything together.
And you taken a lot of that dress.
Gotta love it, gotta love it. Now let's put our attention on Fantasia, the girl with the voice for days coming through with a two-coloured long dress. So let's take a look at her image.
I'm gonna put it out there and then I'm gonna leave it to the beautiful ladies to either side of me. That is a lot of curtaining. I can't, I don't get it.
It looks like a bed frill.
Zoe, a night frill. It's a lot, I can't, and it's just the gloves. I mean, she had such an iconic moment with her career with the color purple. And I think that it was just a miss. And again, guys, you must get friends that tell you how you look before you leave the house.
I don't know.
Where's Oprah? Where's Taraji P now? They should have told her no girls at home.
No, Oprah wanted to be the main character. What do you mean?
And I mean,
Top of the dress.
I'm sorry.
the gloves.
I
We're gonna
love
go clean the drain afterwards. No, man.
I love this dress. It's different. From
It's different, but too different for me.
Let's hear you out.
Yeah.
You know what? I love the corset vibe. I love a little bit of, you know, just the shoulders and everything else. Nothing is doing too much, I feel. I understand the bottom, it might have been too much, but I love it.
No,
I saw
Fantasia,
it
when
and
I
just loved
see you,
it.
when I see you, Fantasia, the first half was really nice.
Yeah,
like you're
I like
saying,
the
Zoe.
top half.
Absolutely,
Went with
I
the
agree with
figure, and then it just went south.
I don't know, man. That curtain.
Really?
There's someone in the north somewhere that has those curtains.
Well, let's move over to Issa Rae. She came and stood out on, she was really on business with the stunning dress.
I love orange. I think also it's very much on trend with the Pantone of the year.
Absolutely.
And I think it just works. I think she looks beautiful. She's standing in her moment. She looks like a Golden Globe all along.
She does.
I was literally about to say that she looks like a Golden Globe.
Oh, fabulous. Let's quickly finish it off. A final one, looking at Oprah Winfrey, who showed up in a stunning purple gown. Guys, she is looking incredible.
Incredible, but she should have called Fantasia and checked what Fantasia was wearing.
Yeah, she's not wearing curtains.
She stole the
A little
show.
bit of shoulder, hair swept to the side. I think she was like, I am going to be here. Classic at the same time, but super elegant.
And say
So
no
if
wrong.
Fantasia's dress was like that, all black.
Imagine that with the curtaining, but in black. I would have said, okay.
With a touch of purple somewhere.
Somewhere else.
With accessories.
Oh, but Oprah is looking fabulous. And like we
Always.
said, we have our panel here with all the goss bringing... In fact, they weren't too judgerig. I was expecting more flames, especially from
sorry.
you, Shiraz.
I mean, it's the beginning of the year.
We are congeniality.
I'm trying to get stoned out here, child.
It's got a whole year to still work out.
Let's work up the judger.
Well, to each and every one of you, thank you for joining us. And I hope you enjoyed our version of our, interpretation of the Golden Globes. Lots of awards to unpack, so I hope you guys will be back for more of that.
Definitely.
But we want to focus on the year ahead, and Ewan is standing by with his vision board.
Absolutely. Can I just say our panel was absolute fire this morning. Love you guys to bits. Thank you very much. But yes, a big part of the show this morning was vision boards. And I mean, they are really powerful tools. They're not just about setting those goals, but it's about visualizing our aspirations, bringing clarity and focus to our dreams. And of course, they remind us of where we want to go and inspire us to take action. And I've got a couple of items on my vision board that I would like to tick off, and I'll share that with you guys for this year. I've got my list. I made a list of all my things, yes. And this is, I will tell you about the first one, first and foremost, travel. I love traveling and exploring, and I haven't been traveling for the longest time. But I will now say that a part of my vision board has come true now already, because we are taking a family trip to Thailand in March. We are going, and this is a very, very special one for us, because this has been on our vision board for the past years, because this is essentially our honeymoon. We celebrated 16 years of marriage in December.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Goosebumps.
But we've never had a honeymoon. So now why is this one so special and why this is a big thing for us coming true is the fact that we go share where myself and my wife, Adrienne, met. In Thailand, we're able to take the boys with us and to go and explore. So that is actually coming true. And once again, but this has been something that's been on my vision board for the longest time. So yay, travel's on the cards. March this year. Let's go. And then also, Zoe said you wanted to learn a new skill. I've also got to want to learn a new skill, and I would love to get my skipper's license this year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I want to take to some boating this year.
Are we invited though? Once that happens?
She's got the license.
Once I get the license, I'll do it properly. I know that last year myself and cameraman Sean, we spoke quite a bit about it, and you know, this is something that's been on my radar for quite a while, but it's not on my vision board, and I'm going to definitely make that come true this year. So getting a skipper's license also, it'll play into some other points on my vision board as well. Then also, I think real estate, you also mentioned, I think that's a big part of where I'm now and my setup with my family, but trying to secure another piece of property other than my home for investment purposes, trying to get into that, see how I can manage that. I'm not sure how it's going to go or how it's going to happen, but it's on the vision board. It's there, and psychologically, I think subconsciously, the wheels started turning. So that's definitely something that's on there as well. And then another skill that I would love to learn, and I've dabbled in it in the past, but I've never really got into it. Kite surfing. I want to learn how to kite surf, and I'm saying this, I'm putting it on my vision board because I want to do it properly as well. Ek is een van daai ouens wat sê like ek kan dit self doen. And I tried doing it self and it didn't go so well. Right, it came with a lot of injuries that was completely unnecessary. So I want to start from the basics and really learn, because we've got ample wind down here in the mother city to play.
It's a place to do that.
And for years now, I sit on the beach and you watch these guys and girls, and they just, it looks so much fun. So that's definitely something. So I've got a more of an adventurous side to my vision board. Another important part that I also put on my vision board is, you know, I think getting more knowledgeable about going around with my money in terms of investments, where to go, because I think it's a topic, we've discussed it last year. We had a lot of segments where, you know, a lot of what came out is the fact that a lot of people don't know or understand or know where to go in terms of investment, how to go about it. You know, I think it's a different world, and it's something that I'm quite unfamiliar with, and I think I want to educate myself a little bit more this year, particularly going on securing a future for my kids and going so forth. So that's definitely on there. And then lastly, I think one that's very important for me that I feel really guilty about last year was not spending enough time with my family and quality time at that. I think this year I want to focus. I want to really, I've already made a couple of changes in my life to facilitate that and to be able to spend quality time with my family, my two boys. They're growing up so quickly. I was showing a picture of my boys to Zoe earlier with them going back to school. And it's just incredible how the time flies, and you realize that you only have them in your house for such a small amount of time.
I mean, we were reflecting this morning because I asked you because Dominic was born the Friday in 2015, and that was the day it was announced on Presenter Search on 3 that I had won Expresso, and that Monday I started working. So he's as old as my TV career.
And look where we are. My eldest, Kian, 11. He's now a monitor at school. He's grade 6. And we just sat there last night, my wife and I, thinking about going back to school, and I was like, but where'd the time go? Look at him. He's so big already. The kids are growing up. So quality time, it's on my vision board, and that's just a couple of pointers that I think is important for me going into 2024. So there we have it. There we have it. I'm going to go download that also as well, so I have that.
Put it on the phone, put it on the laptop.
Screensaver.
Absolutely.
It's getting there. So there we have it. So continue. We ask you on social media as well. Are you creating one? What are you putting on it? Continue. We read those comments. I love it. After the show, I sit and scroll through and I get some tips on you guys as well. So thank you.
Well, Carissa, thank you for joining us, being here, inspiring us to put our vision boards together. And hopefully she's inspired you to do the same. Well, someone else that's ready to also bring us some inspiration for our Wednesday is Grateful. We've got another performance or two on its way.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back. You're tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. We have a couple of minutes left in your company. First and foremost, a little order of business. If you are feeling extra lucky this new year, then play for your chance at 19 million rand in total estimated Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 jackpots today.
Oh, well, listen, those jackpots. If you play the Lotto, you can win an estimated 7 million rand. Lotto plus 1, also an estimated 7 million rand. And Lotto plus 2, an estimated at 5 million rand. And if you want to stand a chance of winning, well, then you need to play now.
Exactly. Maybe it is on your vision board. We've been talking about vision boards. We've seen a comment where the Lotto is literally on someone's vision board this morning. So maybe if it is, then you got to buy your tickets now. You can do so in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial star 120 star 7529 hash for USSD.
Oh, if you're getting confused with all the numbers and ways you can do it, don't worry. We have all of it posted on our social media channels. So all of those details are there for you to check out and start picking those lucky numbers. Because who knows, will you be Mzansi's next multi-millionaire? Well, play now and find out.
Go for it. All right. So there we go. Order of business done and dusted. Right now, we have Grateful still in studio. He gave us 2 epic performances a little bit earlier on. He is standing proud with a brand new EP called Nobody, and he's been just giving us the feels with what he's been putting out, creating it in his home studio by himself, which I think is so commendable. So let's get some more from Grateful as we end off the show.
Yeah, we're back. Yeah, as you said, you know, this is the latest EP, Nobody. This one right here is called Purpose. Let's go. Yeah, the level is way too advanced. I know we still got a chance. I got you in all of my plans, top floor out in France. You know I'm chasing these bands, tying up loose ends. I know you ain't gotta pretend, you got a lot of fake friends. Cause top getting really lonely, everybody acting phony. Scarface like Tony, I'ma need you to show me. They talk a lot of play it down in my eyes, that's folding. Give you what you need anytime you need, can't fix what's broken. You know you deserve it, everything you doing is on purpose. Tell me if it's worth it, telling me you want it in person. Yeah, these hitters, I'm riding them up, I'm turning them all into dust. Look after yourself for must, and trying to be nobody's crutch. Mine is already made up, I know when they treated me rough, I know when they treat me with love. Dreams getting closer to touch, I'm praying I won't mess it up. I'm taking a second and tripping, I'm stepping, I'm wondering off with a plan. Confessing, obsessing, I'll please understand, I'll be doing the best I can, like pushing these limits. I pray for my synergy at the grip before I land. Saying we still got a chance, yeah, ain't enough time to relax. Cause you know you deserve it, everything you're doing is on purpose. Yeah, tell me if it's worth it, telling me you want it in person. Yeah, you know you deserve it, everything you're doing is on purpose. Yeah, tell me if it's worth it, telling me you want it in person. You know you deserve it. You know you. This one right here is the last track of the EP, my new body of work, latest and greatest, Nobody. I'm proud to be here, proud to present it to you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, now since I've been away, you never call. You never call back. You never even checked on me. Yeah, since I've been away, you never call. You never call back. You never even checked on me. Yeah, you don't care about nobody. You don't care about nobody but yourself. But yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Try to sneak up from behind me, can't find me. You won't love nobody else. Yeah, nobody else. Cause I don't want no replays. Saturdays and weekdays. Love the games that you play. Yeah, that you play. Yeah, I don't want no replays. Saturdays and weekdays. Love the games that you play. Yeah, that you play. Cause since I've been away, you never called. Yeah, you never called back. Yeah, you never even checked on me. Cause you don't care about nobody. Yeah, you don't care about nobody but yourself. Yeah, but yourself. One more time. Yeah, since I've been away, you never called. Yeah, you never called back. Yeah, you never even checked on me. Yeah, since I've been away, you never called. Yeah, you never called back. You never even checked on me. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That was lekker, my brew. Thank you very much. Grateful in studio. Go check out his brand new EP called Nobody. He is simply fantastic. My brother, thank you very much. Take a last bow, my friend. While we have you, you are right there. Thank you very much for just gracing us with your presence. Such a positive attitude.
Definitely.
Very cool. I love
If
it.
I can ask for one thing that's on your vision board, what is that right now, Nandi?
For me, it's smashing all my goals and being fearless. Fearlessness.
Being relentless with everything that I want this year.
Ah,
Yeah.
I love that.
But you are relentless.
Already. There's one quote in mine that says, "Do it scared." So I just really want to carry that energy.
There we go.
Awesome. You guys are
Thanks,
awesome.
guys.
Love you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you bright and early once again tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Yeah.
Make my day, boy.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
Nada. Feel good production.